Welcome to episode 779 of Hard Factor. It's Friday, September 24th, 2021. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. We got Mark, Pat, Wes, and I'm Will. Full house for this Friday episode where we're talking some animals, some international smuggling incidents, body sculpting, and voicemails and reviews, and much more, obviously.
Much more.
How you boys doing? Yeah.
Doing pretty good. I got my Tiz on. I see you got your Tiz on.
Oh, thank you for bringing that up. You have the Tiz tank. Looks fantastic. I got the Tiz tie-dye, light tie-dye color, Hard Factor store. Probably the best T-shirt I've ever purchased.
That Tiz pops right off that shirt.
I mean, it's just, I put it on, immediately I felt cooler and stronger. But if I was in a video game, those two stats raised up 5 points each.
Excellent. Well, thanks to Krista Damas, I think we're going to do a Tis the Season line for the winter, which is going to be pretty good. Yeah. Tis the season. Yeah.
Tis just...
do you get it?
Yeah, he's just causing havoc on the holidays like he would. Old Tiz.
I want to know, there's got to be someone in the hive. I looked into this a little bit, but I couldn't figure it out. But I know that there are a number of programs, like 2 or 3 different programs that you can send to 3D printers, right? You have to put a graphic in a program, and then it'll print 3D. And it does. I don't think it's that insane to get our Tiz illustration turned into a 3D model so we can 3D print a Tiz action figure. So if anyone in the hive knows anything about that,
that'd be nice.
I would
hit us
love
up.
to get my hands on a 3D Tiz action figure.
Oh, man, it'd be sick, bro. On your desk.
Yeah, I mean...
And then Pat's volunteered to do a 16-leg parlay organization for the NFL.
Yeah, so here's what I want to do.
Okay.
And
Interesting. Wow, that's a lot of organization.
Because you guys were kind of, we're going back and forth. Here's my idea.
I want nothing to do with organizing that.
It's partly Dooley's idea, too. But there...
Okay, so you're signing Dooley up to help you organize it?
New father
No.
Dooley.
He's a new dad. I'm not going to do that. And if you're wondering who Dooley is a member of our Patreon.
Discord.
Get on the Discord.
He hangs out in the Discord, which
Send
is
it to Car. Why don't you?
part of our joining the Patreon at the Send
You
of the
can meet him this a week from today on trivia if you
That's right.
do that.
October 1st, trivia, by the way, because if we don't get back to that.
But here's what I'm thinking. If you did join the Send of the Car tier on Patreon, and you then did join our community in Discord, which is a buzzing, then you could go to the Gambling Corner, and here's what I'm thinking, right?
Okay.
Inspired by that story Will told about that guy that was going to win like $750K if the Lions won money line.
Yes, the 16-team parlay.
Started playing around with the 16-team parlay. Right now, with just picking the favorites, it's at $10. It's an $11,000-something payout. Here's what I'm thinking. We get a poll system. That's the Dooley idea in there, right? And you can jump in the pool, right? And you get one vote with your dollar. And then you vote who's going to win or lose that week, right? And then
Oh,
that's
it's
the
even
more
card.
complicated than I thought.
That's
Yeah,
the card.
that sounds
Shit.
terrible.
I mean,
right, so yeah,
I'll
definitely-
participate. You set it up.
You're definitely gonna vote and watch the chaos ensue.
Yeah, you set it up. I'm absolutely gonna. I'm gonna
Absolutely.
toss my dollars in and then
pretty simple,
complain.
guys.
About the
What-
process.
I mean,
Dollars
you need,
buy you a
need more
vote.
than 16 people, or because what if everyone votes the same game? Then you have like all these unvoted for games.
Everyone votes
it's
on
gonna
every
be
game.
awesome.
Oh, everyone votes on every game. Okay.
And then who,
And how many dollars you put in, your vote matters more.
we could do
count
that.
the votes
That's
for
gonna
each 16 games.
that's
that
gonna
how you
overly
decide?
complicated. I was more thinking.
Oh, I
like,
thought that's how you
I was
described
more
it.
thinking if 10 people, let's say 11 for odd numbers, 11 people vote on all 16 games, right? Who's going to win, right? Then we take the majority rule, right? If,
Okay, so your
That's
vote
our card.
counts
That's how we pick
equal,
our
I
but
get
you
it.
can put in more money
I get
if you
it.
want to
Yeah,
the
so
bet, and
60
you get a larger return.
If 60% of the votes go for the Packers, then that's for that 16
Then the Packers
game,
is
the
the pick
Packers
for
is
the-
part
So
of
the
that lever.
game
part
is
of the parlay.
picked by crowdsourcing.
Yeah.
The money returns are
Split.
decided by how much you put into
No,
the
I would say
original bet.
even Steven. I don't.
I think you got to go even
yeah,
Stevens.
even
That
Steven.
overcomplicates.
Okay, so
Yes.
everybody puts in an exact
$1,
amount, and then
$2, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, if you
we
want to
decide.
join, it's $2 a week or
Okay, I
$6
like
a
it,
week, something
Pat,
like
but
that.
I want nothing to do with it.
Okay, that's
Same.
fine.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll
fine.
participate. Not,
Okay.
but glad you and Dooley are running.
Good
the
idea,
show.
Pat and Dooley.
Dooley has agreed to run it. We start next week. So if you want to get on there, go to patreon.com/hardfactor. Sign up for the Send in the Card tier. And I believe there's probably a Thursday night game next week, which means I want picks in by Thursday.
By Wednesday, I'd say.
Thursday morning.
Thursday
Well,
morning.
people will have put money in, and so they're going to pick right when they put their money in.
Yeah. So there you go.
Okay.
So that'll be fun.
All right. We have anything else? Because I'm doing the coffee today because Will is doing voicemails and reviews. Should we get into it?
Let's do it.
Let's do the news.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
First up, fun fact of the day. Although Fun, the band, won the 2013 Grammy for Best New Artist for their breakout 2012 album Some Nights, they actually had a previous album, Aim and Ignite, which was released in 2009. That's your fun fact of the day.
Nice.
Oh, because the band Fun.
Cheeky.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Didn't see that
What
coming.
fun? What song did they? I remember the one song you said.
So,
What? Yeah.
Yeah. It's
they're so annoying.
That was so memorable.
something
Yeah,
about
they're
being
so
in a
whiny.
bathroom or
yeah,
a
it's
bar.
like, carry on.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
they're-
It's a guy that he dates.
Tonight.
Yeah, that one.
I was in the bathroom getting higher than the Empire State.
Yeah.
You
We are young. Yeah, that's it.
He dates Lena Dunham, which doesn't sound fun.
Wow, that's
Oh.
so man. When you hear that song, you think to yourself, "This guy probably dates Lena Dunham," and then lo and behold, it's true.
I would say the opposite. When I hear that song, I'm like, man, Lena Dunham probably hates this because it's too pop.
You think so? No, I think she's like secret, big time poppy.
Who knows?
Like it behind closed doors, listening to nothing but Disney songs.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
Instead of it, apologies.
Tonight. All right, that's your
And
fun fact
that
today.
song, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
They suck. All right, holidays, observances. What we got today? We got festival of
What? Look at that
What is
list.
this?
Damn.
Is this the right list?
That looks like the same
Yeah,
one.
okay. Festival. This is it. Festival of latest novelties. Gallbladder Good Health Day. German Butterboat Day. Hug a Vegetarian Day. Kiss Day. Lash Stylist Day. Love Note Day. Ooh, romantic. National Bluebird of Happiness Day. National Brave Day. Be brave. National Cherries Jubilee Day. National Familiar Hypercholesterolemia Day. What? Cholesterolemia. Cholesterolemia.
So that's like sponsored by Warfarin or something. That's
Okay,
like something.
yeah. National Gay Men's HIV and AIDS Awareness Day. Someone tell what's his name, the rapper, what's his face, Baby, the baby.
The baby.
National Horchata Day, delicious.
He's big on that one. Yeah.
National Punctuation Day, or should I say National Punctuation Day? National Punctuation Day.
Depends on what you use.
Yeah. Native American Day. Save the Koala Day. Yeah, please save the koalas. Schwenkfelder Day. Schwenkfelder Thanksgiving Day. Sport Purple for Pilates Day. And that's it.
Wow. You know what? It should probably just be Native Americans Day there. I feel like they're getting squeezed out by a bunch of irrelevant days.
Oh, I didn't even hear you say that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
They can't catch a break. All right, next is this day in history. On September 24th, 1789, the United States Congress passed the Judiciary Act, creating the Office of the Attorney General and the federal judiciary system and ordering the composition of the Supreme Court. Huge day for lawyers and law nerds. Congratulations, interns Cam and Bubba and all the lawyers out there. Big day, September 24th. Yeah, it's what you guys live for.
Created American legal system.
That's correct. 1789. 1890, September 24th, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints officially renounced polygamy. Let me take off my glasses. Officially announced polygamy, right? You see what I'm doing? Yeah. Don't have a bunch of wives. All right, wink, wink, and then notice the wink, and then sure, polygamy is the worst. Wink, wink. You know, yeah. What were we thinking?
Is there a footnote in there, like inside the city limits?
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you're on a compound.
Just don't tell anybody, you know?
Yeah. Bullshit is what I call that. In 1948, September 24th, Honda Motor Company is founded by Soichiro Honda. And I love Hondas. I drove them growing up my whole life. Heard they're in a bit of trouble, though, with their airbags being recalled in like 500 million cars or something because they can randomly combust and shoot metal shrapnel and kill people and have killed a few. So if you drive a Honda... Congratulations on the smooth ride and long-lasting car, but get that recall.
Oh, no.
It's really gotta land on the engineer's desk that decided to put shrapnel in front of the airbag, right?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty stupid.
Well, it's probably just exploding the.
I know, Will. I know that.
It's called like the Takata airbag. I just read about it.
I doubt the guy put BBs in the airbag. You know,
right? It's the rubber from like the steering wheel. Probably it just smashes you.
It's not good. A few famous birthdays today. How about Mr. Jim Henson, 1936, American puppeteer Jim Henson. We all know him. How about 1896, F. Scott Fitzgerald? What did Scott Fitzgerald do to me? I don't know, but F. Scott Fitzgerald was born, famous author. How about 1957, Wolfgang Wolf? I don't even know who that guy is, but his name is Wolfgang Wolf, so he gets a shout out. Happy birthday, Wolfgang.
That's a good name.
Yeah, I guess he's a German football, soccer player or manager.
You know what? There's a lot of more German stuff on this day than I thought there would be.
Yeah, Schwenkschwerwedler Thanksgiving.
Butterbrat Day. What's
you think
Wolf?
German
Wolfgang Wolf got what he wanted his whole life? I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, he's on the German butterboat right now.
Yeah. He got whatever he wanted. And Will, I know you thanked me for not adding anything to the coffee, but I'm going to add something to the coffee.
Okay.
How about deaths? Deaths
yeah.
on today.
There's some deaths on there.
September 24th and back in 366, Pope Liberius bit the bucket. Bit the bucket. Died. He died.
Bit the bucket.
He bit the bucket. He shit the bed and died of
Lost his pope.
and died in bed with shit. In 1991,
He died in bed with shit in his pants.
he shit the bed. 1991. How about Dr. Seuss? Died in 1991.
Wow.
September 24th. There you go. All right.
Good.
Yeah, right. Yeah. He's an American author, poet, illustrator, and racist. No, I'm just kidding. Dr. Seuss books are great. Come on.
One less on the earth. You know what I mean?
All right, honorable mentions. There's just one today. This is not good. There was a mass shooting at a Kroger in Collierville, Tennessee. I guess that's near Memphis. I don't know, Pat, if you know more about the location.
It is near Memphis. I've never been to that area, really.
Yeah. And at the time of this
West
recording,
Tennessee.
2 people are dead with 13 injured. One of the dead is the shooter, who they say took his own life, but not before shooting 14 other people. You know, he could have just done that earlier, I guess, but no, he had to shoot 14 people at a grocery store. Not going to dwell on this one as it's horrible and no one should get shot while they're grocery shopping, but had to mention it. Thoughts go out to the families of the victims and the people of Collierville, Tennessee. It's gross. It's disgusting. It's Friday. Let's move on.
That's terrible. That's terrible. They're related to that, though. I'd seen that the murder stats are coming out for the last couple of years, and they are real big.
Please stop murdering out there.
Real big. People have been a little upset last.
If you're listening to this and you're thinking about murdering, let's not do it.
I think Jets, school Jets. You know?
I got a theory that the true crime boom, right, absolutely, in my opinion, is affecting the rise in the murder rate. I mean,
you think people being locked inside their homes and
it's not that
geographically isolated from everybody is making it totally easier to kill people?
How long have we been doing
is
this
having
show? How long have we been doing
an
this
effect
show?
on it?
Like 4 years.
3 years.
And
And
what's
the murder rate jumped the most in the last one.
Let me ask you this: of all the videos we've made, which is like a fucking, probably 6,000, what's done the best ever?
I don't like this angle, Pat,
What
because
is this?
it's just
What are you
giving more
talking
People
clout.
love
know what you're
murder
talking
shit,
about.
bro.
Yeah, I don't wanna
think they're obsessed with murder shit, and then it's
So
making
you
them
think
want
makes
to
they're
them wanna
killing
murder?
people because
Yeah.
they're
All
interested
right,
in
well,
murder?
let's move on. Like I said, let's move
It's all
on.
about
Not-
content.
Not because
Content.
life
It's
drastically
Friday.
changed
It's
for
Friday. We're
everybody.
going to move on from the murdering.
Look at Japan. Doesn't
Taking
happen
back control of the coffee here, boys. Number 3 is the 76th session of the UN General Assembly is going on right now. Actually, the debate portion is going on. They finished the talking, the assembly portion. Now they're in the debate portion. It's going on in New York City, the headquarters of the UN, and via Zoom. So for some people, for the pandemic, they couldn't make it. The debate started Tuesday, September 21st, and it will continue through Monday, September 27th. The big topic recently has been climate change, and a lot of attention came to the heads of low-lying nations or island states who implored higher elevation nations to help them yesterday. Let's actually play a clip and see what the president of the Marshall Islands had to say. Good afternoon. It's so nice to be looking up to you once again from my low-level elevation to your high elevations. You're once again way towering above me, as you like to point out. And once again offering absolutely no help to us low-lying nations who will just be swept away. And then who will bring you your Mai Tais with the umbrellas? No one. You always want the Mai Tais or the pina coladas. Can I have a pina colada? Well, no, we supply the beaches, and you will have the beaches because you are sons of beaches. There you go. he's not happy.
Speaking his mind.
He's not
Pretty
happy.
bad. What are we
going to do when all the...
He's saying raising sea levels are it's just screwing him over there.
All of the heads of the island nations and low-lying nations were saying, we're going to get hit hardest and first by climate change, and basically
levels,
saying,
yeah, right.
you love to come here on vacation and enjoy our beaches.
Right.
Why don't you help us out?
This might be a Mandela effect thing, but I'm pretty sure the UN is an amphitheater style seating, right? Right? It's
like a theater. I think the UN General Assembly is a theater, basically.
Did they put the low-lying people closer to the front? Probably.
Definitely.
So
they're not as raised up in the crowd.
Yeah, they had to
halfway
look up.
through they just throw water at them.
It's bad. It's bad. It's bad for him though. I'm pretty sure that like every country missed their carbon emission goal. Like there was some kind of stat that was
terrible.
They like went over it at the UN General Assembly, and like there was some kind of stat where like everybody in Europe missed it. China like doesn't even have them. They're like we'll stop mining for coal in other countries besides China, but nothing about China. Like basically nobody. Like if the low lying people want people to stop emitting shit, like basically nobody's really helping them out.
You heard the man. There was definitely concern in his voice.
But Mark's onto something. You hold the beaches hostage, man. If you shut that shit down.
No, I mean, yeah, but the people are just gonna be like, well, my beach isn't on an island, is it?
No one wants to go to vacation in like the middle of the land, like the inland. Like what?
People are selfish at the end of the day.
Yeah, and also
tell with the carbon emission scores.
Also, a lot of just like corporate people own the beaches now in those places. Like you'd look at like Jamaica. Like I saw something. There's like one public beach left for Jamaicans in Jamaica now. Like it's basically just run by
Oh, for sure. Sandals owns
hotels and
90% of the shoreline.
They take care of whatever they're gonna do and fuck the people.
They count the sand too. I've heard.
Will,
make sure no one's walking away with it.
Will, I'd like to pass you a quarter.
Oh, thanks, Mark. Appreciate it, man.
Pretty smooth.
Like the quarter.
Nice, just like we
Nice.
rehearsed.
I needed that.
Just like we rehearsed. All right, number 2, guys, is Diablo 2.
YouTube.com/RFactorNews.
Check it out, our setup. Number 2 is Diablo 2 Resurrected, because that's what it is after 20 years. It's resurrected with a new facelift. They gave it all new graphics and redid the game. Are you guys Diablo fans?
No.
I mean,
It's all right.
I don't remember a lot of stuff pre-pubes.
I played Diablo 3 post-pubes, and it was fun, but I didn't make it to the end.
Yeah, I love the Diablo series. I played a ton of Diablo 3 on PS4. I played a little bit of Diablo 2 back in the day on the PC. But Diablo 2 is a cult classic.
You know what reminds me of a game that I loved when I was really young was Gauntlet Legends.
Yeah.
Oh, such
And
a
Diablo's
good
a
game,
lot
Will.
like Gauntlet Legends, except it's more like involved Gauntlet
Those like
Legends.
dungeon scrolling where you have to like kill like millions of things at a time, and you get power-ups and stuff and better gear. Yeah, it's fun. Nolan from Discord got it. He's a big Diablo 2 guy. Nice. Nolan from Florida. He says it's awesome. And I'm probably going to download that bad boy to the Switch and kill some demons in bed late at night. But that was big buzz as Diablo 2 is back after 20 years. And then, speaking of a new facelift, Linda Evangelista is the cream of the crop today.
The cream of the crop!
So Linda, let's get a picture of her up, is a Canadian fashion model and one of the top supermodels ever, having the record for magazine cover photos all time, appearing on over 700 magazine covers. Like she's starred in her face, and she's been on the most magazine covers of anyone.
At the grocery store checkout for like years.
Yeah. And also, she looks a whole lot like Resident Evil star Mila Jovovich.
Yes,
I was
she does.
I was like, why are they calling Mila Jovovich Linda Evangelista? Get a load of this. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Which one's which?
Exactly. If you don't see the names at the bottom, you
The
cannot
eyes
tell
are
the difference.
a little different, but
That's
that's about
pretty
it.
close. Yeah. That's pretty damn close. They're the same person, if you ask me. So Linda is trending because she just came out and said that she had a body modification surgery she paid for that went horribly wrong. And instead of slimming her down, it fattened her up and disfigured her, making her completely, quote, unrecognizable. This was a surgery from about 5 years ago. And that's why she's been in hiding and out of the limelight. You haven't seen her in covers in the past couple of years because she's had this botched surgery, apparently. No. This was from a cool sculpting fat reduction surgery 5 years ago. And she has recently filed a lawsuit against Zeltic Aesthetics, the parent company of Cool Sculpting. And she's trending because she came out and gave interviews saying they fucked me, basically.
And people are buying this?
Do we have a picture of her?
Yeah, here's recent photos.
Show me what she looks like.
Yeah,
Whoa, yeah, no, she's got a point there.
Well, is it?
She's also aged.
Is it that she's maybe 56 and just gained 25 pounds?
Yeah.
It doesn't look. It doesn't look like they scarred her. I don't know. She's not in a bathing suit.
She's 56.
Her neck got jacked up.
I mean, that's a bad photo right there. But
yeah, but that one. I mean,
right.
The photo of her modeling is from 94.
Yeah,
right.
It could be that. It could be that.
How long in between?
It could be that she's 56 and her metabolism sucks.
Yeah.
I just want to know the name of this thing so I can start telling people when they're like, "What happened to you?" I'm like, "Oh, actually, it's kind of a sad story."
Cool sculpting
bringing
fat
it up.
reduction.
Is this what happened to Kathleen Turner?
I don't know.
That's not nice.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I know it's not nice.
Who are we to judge? I know it's not nice. I mean, she looks fine to me. Something tells me what we have here is someone who's been on 700 magazine covers and needs to feel and look perfect. And, Father Time. It's sad, but at least we still have Mila. Am I right? I mean, we could just go straight to Mila Jovovich,
right?
Because
We
she
don't
looks
need
the
her.
same.
We don't need
Linda anymore.
We don't need Linda.
Yeah.
What's
We
the
got
age
Mila.
difference between those two?
I don't know. She's 56 and Mila's probably like 42.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like twins.
That sucks. That's bad for cool sculpting because that thing is all the rage. I mean, people are obsessed with it. It's a
She's
huge
all
company.
like, I mean, this one picture where she's like she's covering her neck up with like a scarf and shit. I mean,
It looks like she's keeping bees. Is that why? Mila Jovovich is 45.
She's 45. So Mila's got, only like 5 years before she's a cool sculpting accident away from.
Yeah, if you see Mila walking into cool sculpting, just push her down.
Yeah, get her
yeah,
out.
I mean, I'll tell
Get
you
her
what.
out of there.
Linda's convinced me, like, cool sculpting. I'm not that I would go get a cool sculpting, but I think that would, now if I was ever considering it, it's off the table. I'm not fucking with that.
Well, I mean, it can't get worse than it is right now for us, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How dare
no,
you,
like,
cool
if
sculpting?
If they offered me a free one, if they offered me a free one,
Plausible deniability. After
Look what
cool
you did
sculpting.
to me, cool sculpting. And that's today's cup of coffee in the big time, which was brought to you by Lathwaites. We all know that person who brings the best wine to the party, something new and different every time. How do they do it? Well, one way you can do it is with a Lathwaites wine subscription. Lathwaites is an easy way to bring exciting new wines right to your doorstep. Unbox a world of wine with easy access to different and unexpected winemakers from all over the globe. For over 50 years, Lathwaites has been delivering wine the right way. From people who love making, what we got going on there? From people who love making it to people who love drinking it. You can get wines like the Bee's Knees, a zingy, thrilling South African white wine from Journey's End, a small family-run estate. It's perfect for people who tired of drinking the same old. Fans of New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc will love the ripe tangerine, apricot, pear, and pineapple subtle spice in that one. Lathwaites tastes over 40,000 wines a year, but only 600 make the cut, so you know you're getting the good stuff. It's the cream of the crop is what it is. Don't make me play it again.
Cream of the crop!
The wines you receive are curated for you based on your enjoyment. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. If you don't love a wine for any reason, let Lathwaites know and you'll receive a refund. The subscriptions are flexible too. There's no commitment to continue. You can cancel online anytime. And now you can get 6 amazing bottles of wine plus 2 bonus bottles and 2 stemless wine glasses for $49.99 plus tax with free delivery. Whoa, that's a good deal. And wait till the doorbell rings and the guy's like, I got a whole box of wine here for you. Just text HARD to 64,000 to get this special offer. Text HARD, capital HARD, to 64,000. That's HARD to 64,000. Terms apply. Available at lathwaites.com/terms.
even and when the mail carrier is bringing that box to you, even he's giddy when he's dropping that box off. He's just like, wow.
You might as well just tell him how to get his own box by texting
just give him
HARD
the code.
to 64,000.
Give him the code. Just cut to the chase. Yeah.
Because it's 100% guaranteed he'll do it. Yeah.
People helping people.
Yeah.
You might want to have an excuse ready too for why he or she can't come to the party because they're going to want to come to the party unless you like your mail carrier I don't know. Just be careful out there, okay? I know there's lots of mail carriers that listen to this show, and I'm about them. I've just,
That was weird. That was a weird way of punking mail carriers and then apologizing to mail carriers.
Well, maybe I missed a couple packages this week.
Maybe I missed a couple packages.
Interesting.
Maybe you check me, I check you. This is the only venue I got.
Man, there's some neighborhoods though. You're right, Pat. Some neighborhoods when you move in, and there's just packages gone all the time. I feel like it's like if you don't get your packages jacked all the time, it won't happen. But if you do get them jacked all the time, it's gonna happen all the time.
Well, luckily with Lathwaites, they make you sign for it because it's got booze in it, so they can't just leave it on your front.
Yeah,
That's and Wes. That's what I'm talking about. Where the awkward interaction is going to happen, where your mail carrier is going to be like, "Okay, so what's going on tonight?"
Not out in Reno, baby. That was just a fist bump. That was like
you need
that was
help.
a fist
You
bump.
need help
Keep it
drinking
moving.
these? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with Will. I had such a glorious conversation that they would have just gotten it if I told them the code. I fucking forgot.
I just, there's literally one of every person that listens to this show. So no matter what the fuck you say, someone's gonna be like, "I'm a mail carrier," and that was okay.
Well, then just go with your original take. You hate mail carriers.
I do. Where the fuck are my packages?
Don't
Okay,
sugarcoat it.
all right, guys. Tourists and animal lovers who visited the gorilla exhibit at the Bronx Zoo on Wednesday could immediately tell that the enclosure, which is made to look up like a set from the movie Congo, had recently been tidied up. And that was even for those who were seeing it for the first time. And it wasn't that the onlookers, who were mostly made up of families with young children, could tell a difference per se between the current state of cleanliness of the dirt floor and rocky habitat versus a less polished version of it. It wasn't that, but nonetheless, it was pretty clear that one gorilla in particular had taken care of his chores without even having to be asked, and he did a very, very good job. So at 4:06 p.m., one of the other gorillas showed that gorilla who cleaned without having to be asked just how much she appreciated him by gently laying him on his back and then moving her hands lightly across his gorilla body, starting at his gorilla face and then
National
slowly
Love Letter Day
down his muscular gorilla torso, and then lovingly burying her head between his pulled back gorilla legs and expertly sucking his tiny little gorilla cock. This is awesome, guys.
All 3 inches of that gorilla cock. Right?
You
Those
wish it
things
was
are
3
tiny.
inches. Well, the average erect gorilla penis is 1.25 inches long.
Come on.
I want to start calling people gorilla dicks.
With an average weight of like 900 pounds.
Yeah,
that's
it's
quite a
not good.
disparity.
That's not
There's
great.
some big boys to have those little dicks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we call you gorilla dick, bro.
Say it real nice. Hey, what up, Gorilla Dick, my man?
Yeah, they act like it's a compliment.
Yeah,
Why,
they-
honey? He's
they
saying
wouldn't
something
know.
nice to me.
Yeah. He's
It's
like,
a
I
man
know.
thing you wouldn't understand. Let me play you guys this clip because it is just a fucking
There's the video.
delight.
Get on your back. There's kids that.
Holy moly. Oh, yeah. Holy moly. He's fucking pumping her.
He's face fucking.
Yeah, he's still
Face
fucking her.
fucking her in front of these kids.
Whoa.
Yeah, I cleaned the floor. Didn't I clean that floor? Good, you didn't even have to ask.
Is that? Damn, and that's like a younger gorilla.
Oh, I folded the gorilla laundry just like you like.
He's putting his hand on her head.
The parents in the background. Oh,
Damn, that gorilla.
good lord.
has
He's
it. And that was like a younger gorilla getting it from an older female gorilla, while the oldest silverback was like watching and just enjoying it.
I mean,
Supervising.
that was incredible.
I mean, look, if you're gonna stick him in a prison, he's gonna get his dick sucked. You know?
Was that the first time this was captured in captivity?
No way.
Maybe it's the first time he cleaned up in a while. That's for sure.
She sure showed him her appreciation.
He was giving her all 1.25 inches.
He really was.
He'd been there before.
Yeah, honey. Oh, I'm gonna put your head down. I'm gonna hit the middle of your mouth.
Oh man! Wow. That was I mean,
You know
is
who
that-
probably likes that? who's that politician that did Bigfoot porn? I bet
Ooh, Denver
Riggleman.
Riggleman.
probably's watched that video a few times.
Riggleman, definitely a fan of gorilla sex.
You know, it didn't get enough traction when that guy Denver Riggleman was running for Virginia House of Representatives, and then we got Jake the Snake Roberts to do a cameo. We paid him like $200 to just look directly at the camera and call Riggleman a weirdo for like a Bigfoot porn.
Yeah,
I
no,
feel like
you
we need
know,
to bring that video back.
we should bring it back. You know, he's actually gotten more notoriety. Weirdly, because
I think, yeah.
He's
Got a
been
new
like
position.
he's a rep, and he was like one of the reps that was willing to criticize Trump. So he got a ton of press when he was doing that, and everybody just totally dismissed the fact that he was the Bigfoot porn guy. Like they're like, this is expert Republican Denver Riggleman.
Yeah. We should play the video. My favorite part's when Jake the Snake goes off script at the end, and he talks about like having gay sex with us.
Yeah.
He kind of hints at having sex with all of us.
I hope
He's
Jake's
like, I'm
doing
gonna
okay.
take the Hard Factor boys down to the bar, and we're gonna take care of you
You
things.
guys been keeping up with Jake? Is
Well,
he
he's
doing
sober,
all
right? He's been
checking him
sober.
out on social
Been
media.
sober for like a decade.
Yeah,
He's been doing like comedy tours.
just making sure.
Need more Jake out there. Anyway, guys, yeah, so, I mean, what would you say the average age of the people that were there was?
Six. Young.
Yeah.
Real young, right? Real young. I know we were kind of. I figured this would happen, that we would get a little loud over it because it's pretty shocking. But you can hear a dad be like, "Oh no," and then like a mom be like, "Oh no," and then you might, if you're a fan of the show, you might have heard Macho Man say, "Oh yeah." That was a addition. Macho Man was not there. R.I.P. Randy Savage. Guys, let's take it to the internet.
I wish the dad had been there playing a Macho Man sound clip on his phone.
Oh man, whoever was filming it definitely like got the slow zoom. They really wanted to like see what was going down.
Oh yeah, that guy, the guy who was filming it was thought it was awesome.
Yeah,
pretty
Thank
good.
you. Thank you for filming.
Once in a lifetime, yeah.
It is once in a lifetime. Let's take it to the internet, guys. Let's take it to the internet. To one of my favorite comment section, not one of my favorite comment section on the internet. That's Facebook comments. Let's take it there, guys. First comment, J.D. Morris says, brings a whole new meaning to the term Gorilla Glue, which got a lot of likes. So that's pretty good.
Like as in like gorilla
Splooge.
semen.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go. It's yep.
All right. I mean, it's just okay.
Don't get into my hair, right? Remember that
Let me
girl?
glue-
Straightforward.
Let me glue your mouth shut, girl.
What does XDD mean?
Laugh. It's like lol. It's the new
It's a big smiley
laugh.
face.
That's the new laugh, XDD.
Yeah, XD. You could do a single XD. Yeah.
Okay.
I swear, if it turns out that that's something racist, Wes, you're gonna. I mean,
No, I looked it up.
No.
I've seen it before.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
All right.
I'm pretty sure it's like lol.
Okay. Well, next comment, guys. Next comment. David Rangel Jr. says, "Her face says it all. She's even grabbing my boy's shoulder." With a
Denzel meme.
fun meme that kind of supports that. And then Sylvia Bowman responds, at David Rangel Jr., that looked like the male to me. I could be wrong. Thought I'd seen a eggplant emoji. So, yeah, I don't know if it was. I put that in there because it brings up an interesting point. I don't know.
No, the
if
male was on the bottom.
The male was definitely
that
on
was
the
true,
bottom.
but it also could have been a male on top. We don't know. These could be very,
Well, the male on the bottom had a silver back, and then the one sucking the dick had a brown back. So I think that in
Could have been
gorillas,
two guys.
It was a
Could've been
young
two
male.
guys.
which is fine, but
Could have been two
yeah,
guys.
it's gay. It's gay HIV and AIDS awareness.
But they
Day,
had
so.
different colored backs, so I think that might mean they're different genders. Not sure, or sexes. I don't know. I don't even know the words.
One thing we know for sure is
So.
the person on the back was peen-eyed.
Yes, the guy laying on his back definitely had a dick that was getting sucked.
they're in
by
love.
whoever
That's all
was
that's
on top.
important.
Yeah, it's thrusting.
Last comment, guys. Anthony Perkins says, "Where is the Bronx Zoo?" And Andrew Voles, who's probably not fun at a party, says, at Anthony Perkins, New York. And Anthony Perkins says, at Andrew Voles, correct. I'm aware of the Bronx Zoo.
You didn't get it, Andrew.
He didn't have to explain it. Shouldn't have explained it.
He did. Anyway, guys, one more real quick New York animal update. Thanks to Travis B. Music and Charles for sending these in. Barney, y'all. Barney, the runaway bull of Suffolk County. We got an update here. We got an update on Barney, y'all. Barney was the bull who ran away on Long Island and went on the lam for more than 2 months.
How big
2
is
months
Long
ago.
Island?
Long Island's massively big.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
It's
not
a Long
ironic.
Island, as the name indicates.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah,
long.
it's like 90
It's
miles
not
long.
Gorilla Dick Island.
It's long as fuck. Anyway, yeah. So no, it's not Gorilla Dick Island. Okay, so we're giving out islands here. So who wants Human Dick Island? And who wants? Jerry, you should take Gorilla Dick. You like a bigger space. Okay, it's a Greenland Iceland situation.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
right.
the bull went on the run for about 2 months, and he was captured this week. So he was captured by the same farm that he escaped. Officials announced on Thursday. The 1,500-pound, huge, bald, even for a bull bovine broke free the night before being led to the slaughter. He was being led to the slaughter as part of a religious ceremony, and he said, I'm out. And Barney's escape led to a county-wide manhunt with authorities setting up search posses and drone units to locate the bull. To no avail, though. One of the employees at Skylands Animal Sanctuary said back in August, after Barney had been on the lam for a month already, said, quote, "This bull is obviously very smart. Look at what he escaped. Look at what he escaped from. He escaped from slaughter. His instinct is for survival. The only thing that I could say he is lacking is, they're herd animals, so he's probably pretty lonely." And perhaps it was that comment that led frustrated authorities to try and lure Barney into capture with a seductive cow who happened to be in heat, named Norma Jean. But Barney isn't just some zoo gorilla. He has willpower. So he said, no. But earlier this week, Barney came to the same realization that all fugitives eventually come to. Living on the run isn't really living at all. And he called it quits, allowing Mike Sutra, the owner of Skyline's Animal Sanctuary and Rescue in Wantage, New Jersey, to, quote, get him. And he got him with a feeder equipped with a head-locking device. And Barney will now live out his days with the other rescued animals. But for those who happen to find themselves in Wantage, New Jersey during visiting hours and say, hey, maybe I'll go pay old Barney a visit, just know that the COs at the institution might not know him by the name Barney. And that's because, according to Mike Sutra, Barney might soon be going by the name of Bully Joel, in honor of the drunk rageaholic with a voice of an angel who hails from Suffolk County, the streets that Barney ran during that one unforgettable summer.
Amazing.
Wow.
So Bully Joel gets to live. They're not going to slaughter him.
No. I mean, not publicly.
So what a success story.
It's pretty good. I mean,
He
beat
got
the
what he
system.
wanted, right?
He beat the system.
Beat
And
the
he made
system.
such a stink that they can't kill him.
They can't kill him now. No, he's a national treasure.
That's what it's all about. You can learn a lot from Bully Joel.
Guys,
Impressive for a cow.
Yeah, it is pretty impressive for a cow. I got to do a little business here, but before I do, I figure, what the hell?
Wriggle man. Yeah, I can hear you, Snake Robbers. Hey, I heard you're a big fire man. Is that true? I bet it's not the foot that impresses you, though, is it? I mean, after all, hey, I'm gonna be at Hard Factor partying with the boys, man. You know why? Because they don't jerk off to imaginary monsters, and that means that they'll be there to catch all mine.
Oh, wow.
Right. They can
See?
be pivot men to a circle jerk. That's very important. Hey, man, you got some
See?
buzz. Hang in there. Have a good time. Don't drive and drink, Myself, I don't drink at all, so it's all good.
Okay, Jake.
Yeah, I got my shit together.
He went off script. He went off script and said we're going to circle jerk him.
There's nothing in the cameo request about a circle jerk
No.
whatsoever.
I bet you like to jerk off Bigfoot, but the boys, they're going to jerk me off and catch all mine. I'm the pivot man in the circle jerk. He just pivots to the next hand.
It's just where he went. That was Jake the Snake Roberts.
The brain's
doing a
been
cameo.
mushed.
That was our first interview, right?
Yeah,
Very
that was,
first interview.
I think we paid him the money before
Before.
we got the interview.
And then we got the interview after, yeah.
He had no idea either way. Guys, the fall is always packed. Tons of stuff going on. Sports
He didn't
out-
put that together for sure.
No way. The guy that ad-libbed in a circle jerk into some
Sorry
poor
about the
bastard's
circle jerk
cameo.
ad-libbing. I'm real sorry about the circle jerk
You guys
ad-libbing,
like
guys.
that part?
I'll be down at Hard Factors with the
Doing
boys.
something special for y'all.
I'm gonna be the pivot man.
He's a wrestling legend. Didn't like snakes.
No, he did not.
Guys, the fall's always packed. Tons of stuff going on. Sports, apple picking, family shit. Holidays. It's a lot. You can't always control the vibes out there, but you can control the vibes in your head with a pair of Raycon wireless earbuds all up in your ears. I rock my Raycons listening to a special version of that day's Hard Factor podcast every morning while I walk my son to daycare. It's just like the normal podcast, except without my voice. And then I try to do my parts in between. Anyway, whether you use them to pump up, wind down, work, or work out, Raycons are the go-to for on-the-go audio. And the new earbuds look and feel and sound better than ever. They have an improved rubber oil look and feel, and these things have some weight to them. They're well made. They have optimized gel tips, perfect for in-ear fit, and they're impressive. Even before you start listening, you're going to like them. You get 3 sound profiles just to make sure everything's right. Pure mode, which is like for podcast listening, blues and instrumentals. Balanced mode, podcast again, but more rock and heavy metal. And then bass mode if you like to party. Yeah, there's also the all-new awareness mode for when you need to listen to your surroundings instead. So that's what I put on when I'm walking my son so we don't get hit by the train. Knock on wood. Right now, guys, Hard Factor listeners can get 15% off their Raycon orders at Raycon, RAYCON.com/Hard Factor. That's Raycon, RAYCON.com/Hard Factor, 15% off. Get yourself a pair of wireless earbuds. If you don't have wireless earbuds yet, get it done. I was on the fence for a long time, but they are a game changer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're very nice. Oh, yeah. All right, boys. You know what time it is.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
Thank you, sweetheart. Voice like an angel. By the way, $10,000. I'll give you a phone number. Just DM me. I've got it on the ready. So, anyway, today we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna go pedo. We're gonna go rape, and then we're gonna go chicken. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Pedo, rape, chicken. Okay.
Wes is behind the wheel.
Yeah. Well, first, let's go to Russia.
Putting the
First-
Wario hat on for this.
Yeah, you need the Wario hat.
Strap in.
First, we're going to go to Russia for a story that John Tardis from the Discord sent us about a pedophile who got what was coming to him. And first, I want to test your guys' pedodar, okay? I want you to tell me from this picture of 2 men, which guy is the pedo?
Oh, wow.
And one of these is
The
for
one
sure a
taking
pedo.
the shot.
Thin nose.
The
one
one
of these-
taking the shot.
Thin nose, yeah.
Yeah, there's something wrong with thin nose, with something weird behind his
Yeah,
eyes.
we all agreed. So there's
And
2
nothing
guys
else.
in this picture, one with his arm around the other guy, then a guy taking a shot.
Okay, you guys are
All wrong?
absolutely wrong. Your kids are in trouble.
Wow.
It was the guy on the
The
left.
guy.
Yep, the guy on the left with the hat on.
What if you were like, they both are? Trick
Wow, we all picked the wrong guy.
Yeah, you guys all picked the wrong guy. The guy on the left is
I almost
32
kicked
year old.
his ass.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, the guy on the left was 32-year-old Oleg Svirdov. On the right, and that's his friend and hater of pedos, Vyacheles. We're just going to call him V from now on because his name is impossible to say. So Oleg is the pedo. Now, the 2 were very close. So close that Oleg was godfather to V's little girl, who is now 9, and even watched her several times by himself. That's how much V trusted him. But back in August, V discovered something very disturbing about Oleg after finding some videos on his phone. He found out that Oleg was the worst kind of human there is, an abusive pedophile, and on his phone were videos of Oleg abusing his then 6-year-old daughter and videos of him attacking other young victims. One of them reportedly identified as a daughter of his former live-in partner. So, what do you do? Me, I would set him on fire, but V took a different route.
You get a really old guy to fuck him.
Yeah, I mean, you
Solid
Tables
plan.
are turned.
Yeah, you got to do something. So after finding the videos, he confronted Oleg, who fled like the coward he is. So V reported him to the police, and he went searching for Oleg himself. And he gave Oleg the ultimatum, either hand yourself into the police by 8 p.m. or take your own life.
Nice.
Yeah. He gave him that old ultimatum. According to the article, V went to confront him the next day along with his wife and the mother of the other victim. And V apparently told friends he made this piece of shit dig the grave dig his own grave as a way of scarring him. but then told his wife that Oleg tried to stab him, which caused him to fight back with a shovel. And then, according to him, Oleg realized he had nothing to live for and plunged the knife into his own chest. I don't buy that he
killed him.
Yeah, he killed him. Absolutely. Yeah,
he killed him. So, and I don't really care.
I don't really care either.
I mean, stick with that story though, man, because the fucking jury's going to eat it up. They're not going to care either. They're going to be like,
police are letting him stick with that story.
yes.
They don't care either.
There
So after burying the body,
sorry, Oleg.
He fell on the knife.
Yeah. The police are like, he fell on the knife, right? He stabbed
the knife
himself,
fell
right?
from the sky.
Right. Mm-hmm. So he buried him. He went to the police.
Gave him the story.
Yeah. He waited a few weeks before confessing to the fight and telling him where the grave was. And he's been barred by authorities from talking about the case. They're like, listen, just shut up. You're going to get away with it. Just shut up. He said that all he wanted to hear was some remorse from Oleg, but he didn't get it. Oleg just said, I don't know how I did it. And then,
what an asshole.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean, if you discover a video like that, that's for sure you kill the guy.
Oh yeah,
you kill him.
He's molested.
I mean, like I don't even know.
Yeah.
Kill him.
Yeah.
You make him bury his own grave, and then you kill him in it. Shove him in the grave.
Wow. That's don't judge a book by its cover because we all got that wrong. Wow.
Right. Do you see it now? If I pull the picture back up, I still looks like the guy on the right, huh?
No.
I still don't see it.
Yeah, I
mean,
still
it's
want to fight the guy on the
There's
right.
something creepy about the guy with the thin nose that killed his pedophile friend. There's something off with him.
Turns out he's got his morals, and the other guy does not.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on because that story sucks. Let's go to India, where they tend to do things a little different over there when it comes to.
Are we on to rape now?
No, we're on to rape now.
Okay.
Attempted rape. Okay. It's not as bad, I guess.
Great.
So when a man, 20-year-old Lalan Kumar,
sounded a little disappointed.
oh, it's not as bad as you guys think it is.
Wouldn't be as bad as if it was the real deal.
Right. It's still bad, but technically not as bad. So, 20-year-old Lalan Kumar, who washes clothes for a living, was arrested and accused of attempting to rape a woman in his village back in April. And he wanted out on bail. So his lawyer suggested in his bail petition that he be given, quote, community service relating to his profession to show his respect for women. So the judge on Wednesday said, okay, Lalan, you like to wash clothes and try to rape women? I'll let you out on bail until your trial, but you have to buy detergent and other items needed to provide 6 months of free laundry services to about 2,000 women in the village of Major in the Bihar state. And this means nothing, the map, but that's where it is. It's up there close to Nepal.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. So it's a very remote little village in India. And speaking to the news, the head of the village council, Nasima Khatun, said, quote, all the women in the village are happy with the court decision. It is historic. It will boost respect for women and help to protect dignity. And one resident of the village, who was wearing just the cleanest and brightest clothes you've ever seen, said, this is remarkable. This is a remarkable step and a different kind of punishment that sends a message to society. I mean, I think this guy's going to get off without a trial. Everyone is just bursting with joy about this.
He's doing such a good job.
He's doing such a good job. They love that he's cleaning clothes. I don't think he's going to go to trial. I think he's going to get off with just washing clothes for 6 months. So.
There's no way it's
pretty good, though.
This guy's not stealing underwear, though. I mean, that's the one downside about it, right? You put a sexual pest.
Well, I'll tell you what, Pat. You know what he's doing? He doesn't have to steal them because he's sniffing them when they're dirty. Then he's cleaning them.
Right.
So he gets his jollies while he does his job.
That's right. There's really no harm in that now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, he's just getting a deep breath.
Wait, we're gonna
cleaning it.
Go with the attempted rapist who's putting his dick in women's clothes. He's a cool guy.
Those scents are just they're gonna go to waste otherwise, Mark.
Hope he goes to jail.
Yeah. I don't know how bad whatever he did was, but it sounds bad. But I think he's gonna get off with just washing some clothes. So
hey, I mean, if the ladies say he's done his time, they
love it.
They're the judge and the jury in this one, huh?
They're very happy with their clothes being washed for 6 months.
Did they ask the one woman?
Right, she should be the judge.
Probably.
And the jury. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Finally, let's go to
Not
Auckland.
as bad as the pedo one. Good job.
Right. Okay. Now we're good. This is a good one. Okay. Let's go to Auckland, New Zealand. And I have a confession to make. Much like I had no idea where Rome was in Italy, I apparently had no idea where New Zealand was in relation to Australia. Will, I know you know, but Pat and Mark, do you know?
Ooh, south of Australia.
Show me a map. Isn't it west?
It's north.
West. West.
Okay. Well, I need two directions. I need
northwest,
northeast,
northwest.
Southeast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Southeast?
Pat's right, southeast.
That's
right
one
there.
of the Mandela effect ones, is that people think New Zealand is above Australia.
I
I
absolutely
thought so,
did.
too.
I thought it was like a Hong Kong, China situation over there.
No, the reason why you think it is because New Zealand's colder, but that's because it's in the southern hemisphere. So the
No,
further
that's not
south
why.
you
It's
are.
just because I think I'm an idiot. Because
Could be that, Will.
It's because they don't know shit
New
about
Zealand
weather.
has mountains with snow on them, and Australia does not.
Be CERN, too.
Thank you, Will.
Could be the
Yes,
particle
thanks. That's
accelerator.
right. That's right.
That's right. It's because it's
Shout
the
out,
cold.
Big Al.
Because it's
Yes,
freezing
it's
there.
the powder.
I was
It's the-
confused. Yeah. No, it's because I'm an
It's
idiot. I don't
because
know.
Lord of the Rings and
Right.
stuff.
I just
Good-
thought it was
good.
right north.
Nice trivia get, Pat. That was a nice one.
Yeah, there you go.
I thought they were touching each other.
I literally read
Me
about
too.
it yesterday.
I thought they were like a mile
they were
apart.
touching each
What?
other.
North.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you could like walk across a bridge.
Me too, Mark. I thought it was
Like it's Key West.
Yes. Yeah. I thought it was
All right.
very close to a Hong Kong, China situation. So, anyway, I'm sure you guys have seen the lockdowns down under in both Australia and New Zealand. Pretty strict right now. People are revolting. In fact, restaurants are closed. Real bad down there. There's some protests. Right now, Auckland is under level 4, where everyone must stay at home and businesses are closed, aside for essential services such as supermarkets, like the strictest lockdown. The rest of New Zealand is at level 2, with restaurants, cafes, bars, and nightclubs open and residents permitted to leave their homes. So that creates kind of a little opportunity, right, for the residents outside of Auckland to maybe help out the residents inside Auckland. And some young entrepreneurs thought to themselves, I bet those Auckland people would love some KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. And who wouldn't during a lockdown? I mean, look, New Zealand people are fat. We all know that. Here's, their most famous export, this fat kid.
They're not all that fat.
Yeah. I mean, have you seen them? A bucket of fried chicken can fetch $1,000 down there to the right family, So, according to the article, police were patrolling back roads near the outskirts of Auckland, making sure nobody was getting in or out when they noticed a suspicious-looking vehicle. Upon seeing the officers, they did a U-turn, sped off before they pulled over, and when officers searched the car, they found a large quantity of KFC, more than $70,000 in U.S. dollars, and empty ounce bags in the trunk. So, yeah, they had...
Wait, what? They had 70 grand?
Yeah, they had
Cash?
$70,000 too, cash. Yeah, I don't know.
Worth
yeah.
of chicken?
What?
No.
The cash and the chicken.
Yeah,
Was there any chicken?
There was a lot of chicken. There was at least three buckets. There was 10 cups of coleslaw, a large packet of fries, and 4 large bags containing other KFC items. I think they were probably just going to feed their drug cartel. But I don't know. The two men aged 23 and 30 were traveling from about 75 miles outside.
That could feed 2 New Zealanders.
Yeah, that could feed
For lunch.
feed one of these kids. So they could face a $2,800 fine and 6 months in jail.
What?
But
For bringing in chicken?
yeah, the cops ate that KFC though. So.
Oh yeah, that was the best bust.
The Auckland cops who can't
Yeah.
get KFC right now? Yeah,
Yeah.
they ate
It's
it.
a
Would you
lucky
confiscate
debut.
this here? Yeah.
Hey, give me
Center.
Yes. So
Nicinta.
In the
yeah.
center.
Unbelievable. Look at that. Look how far away New Zealand is, Mark, from
That's
Australia.
like you couldn't even swim that. You need you need a
Unbelievable.
boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely need a boat or a
Unreal.
plane.
Wow.
Unreal.
I don't think that's correct. I don't think
Liars.
I don't think it's correct either.
that's
to be
correct. I
honest
think
with
that's a wrong map.
It's where it distorts down there. Is where it distorts,
Yeah, is that inversed?
you. Yeah. I don't know. All right, guys. You guys know I'm a big fan of incognito mode for many things I search for online. But let me tell you something. Incognito mode does not hide your activity. Let that sink in for a second. Try not to have a panic attack, all right? It doesn't matter what mode you use or how many times you clear your browsing history. Your internet service provider can still see every single website you've ever visited. Yeah, and when I learned that, I thought to myself, I've got to go throw my laptop in the river, right? But even that can't get rid
You're
of your
like,
search
that's
history.
that's why they're so disgusted with me when I call and
Right,
ask
yeah.
about my service.
Like, who? Yeah. What do you want? Yeah.
Yeah, we're throttling with your internet, you sick fuck.
Yeah. Oh, your internet's down at 2:30 in the morning again? Oh, yeah, okay. That's why even when I'm at home, I never go online without using ExpressVPN. It doesn't matter who your internet service provider is. ISPs in the U.S. can legally sell your information to ad companies. It's fucked up, right? ExpressVPN is an app that reroutes your internet connection through their secure server so your ISP can't see the sites you visit. ExpressVPN also keeps all your information secure, encrypting at 100% of your data, the most powerful encryption available. Most of the time, I don't even realize I have ExpressVPN on. It turns on in the background. Easy to use. All you have to do is tap one button, and you are protected. It's available in all your devices, phones, computers, even your smart TV, so there's no excuse to not be using it. Protect your online activity today with the VPN rated #1 by CNET. Those are the nerds that like technology over there at CNET. They know what they're talking about. Visit our exclusive link, expressvpn.com/hardfactor, and you can get an extra 3 months free on a 1-year package. That's at expressvpn.com/hardfactor, expressvpn.com/hardfactor to learn more.
Yes, Mr. Shepard, we know there's an outage in your neighborhood. We'll get you back to desk porn in just a few minutes.
You are the source of the outage.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll get you back to Asians in classrooms.
Thank you. Thank you.
Will, let me
Gotta
get that
call
quarterback.
HR. These employees are acting
Let me get that quarterback, Will.
Mark, yeah, you need it? You got to
Yeah.
go get something? Here you
Yeah.
go, bud. There it is.
Ah,
you got
thank
it?
you. Thank you.
Perfect. Good. YouTube.com/hardfactor news. Mark and I have microphone stands that look like we're connected. We're in the
Working
same
a little magic trick here.
Yeah.
We are in the same room, actually.
So I told him before the show if I had shipped him a scratcher, because he had already said, like, I don't have scratchers in Nevada, and I'd handed him a scratcher, and he'd gotten a scratcher.
Oh, wow.
That would have fucked some people's minds up. How
crazy.
did they do that?
Yeah, I would have had to drive to California. I've been too busy this week.
I don't know how big under 6 is in terms of our demo.
Oh, you don't like that trick? The scratcher?
I like it. I just don't know if it's going to be
let me get
blowing
it.
minds. Well, our high fans will get their minds blown for sure.
Yeah. You guys give us some feedback if the scratcher thing would have been cool. Yeah.
Hey, if
need
you're
two-
if you're a Tiz guy like me, you're gonna like that trick.
Yeah.
Only on nights and weekends do I tiz out. You know what I mean?
After the show.
I'm about to get so tiz tonight.
After the show.
Oh
yeah.
man, I get tizzed all the
It's
time.
the end of the week, you know.
I'm
Tiz
living
up.
the Tiz lifestyle. All right, it's time for voicemails and 5-star reviews. You know what it is. You can call us, leave us a voicemail, 512-270-1480. You might hear it on the show that same week. Probably will. Also, if you send us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, that's 5 stars. 5, that's the maximum amount of stars. Then you will get it read, no matter what it says. And we've got some roast today, so that's going to be fun.
We sending a bottle of wine to the best one. Don't know how we're going to prove who it is, but
Yep. No one's claimed the 2006 BMW 530 either.
amazing.
Okay. Wow, lots on the line today. We got 10 voicemails and 10 reviews, 10 of each. But first, and I'm going to kick it off with voicemails when we do get to those. But first, a quick word from our amazing sponsor, Bird Dogs. You know how we know the Hardo Hive loves bird dogs? Because we're still doing the ads right now, and we're moving on from summer into the next season. Time to talk about pants and joggers.
Thank you.
Okay? You know, we know that the Hardo High loves it. You bought the shorts all summer. Now it's time to explore the longer sleeves for the non-fat boy summer months of the year. Bird Dogs has pants and joggers. The pants, they're perfect for any situation. Very classy. Come in the typical, waist by length measurements. The joggers, it's more of like a size, small through XXX. And that's like a sort of a more of a stretchy pants, a jogger style. Both very, very stylish, both very comfortable. And it complements the Bird Dog shorts you already have. So now you can just rock Bird Dogs year round.
I'm getting more shorts too, because if you live in a southern state, it's still hot. I'm still getting
Right.
some shorts. Yeah.
Right, and the deal applies for everything, but it's amazing. I mean, if you've tried the shorts, you know that they're pretty much the most comfortable, stretchy, and stylish thing you can possibly put on below the belt. And the pants, it's just adding that with longer sleeves to the thing. Plus the pants, the difference between the shorts and the pants, you don't have to get the built-in liner with the pants. On the shorts, it comes standard. On the pants, you can opt for the liner or not. If you like to layer in the winter like I do, maybe toss some long underwear onto those bad boys. If you're in a colder place, you don't have to get the liner. You can go with what you want. So did Bird Dogs do it again, or did Bird Dogs do it again? They did. Go to birddogs.com, enter promo code FACTOR, and they'll throw in a free Bird Dogs whistle ball. You remember those Nerf Vortex howler footballs that whistle when you throw them? Yeah, well, it's that with the Bird Dogs logo on it. Genius. That's birddogs.com, promo code FACTOR, and boom, a free Bird Dogs whistle ball with your pair of Bird Dogs. You will not take these things off, I promise you. All right.
Do you remember the commercial for those whistle balls? Didn't they throw them around the globe?
Yeah. Was it?
Oh yeah.
I think they
The
threw it like
kids.
around the globe to the other person, like across the globe, and
It
came
would
back
always be
around.
like some kid, like some skinny kid, and he's like, look how far I can throw it,
They
man.
turn around instead of throwing it to the person. They turn around and throw it across the globe to him. I think.
What are you doing? No, that's my football.
They are the best. They are the best, and so is Bird Dogs. So you get two of the best things. Birddogs.com, promo code FACTOR. All right, time for voicemails and reviews. Voicemails are up first. Mark, earlier when I was messing you up, it was because I was trying to do a run, a little practice run here. Turns out you can't do that until you're ready to do it. So here it is. First voicemail. Let's go.
I tried to call in a couple weeks ago. I got frustrated with the dial tone, and I just hung up because it didn't matter enough. But what pissed me off just occurred again. Will continually calls helicopters helicopters. And what drove me over the edge on the last episode this happened was within the same sentence that he said helicopter, he said helipad and heliport because that's what a helicopter lands on. It's a fucking helicopter. Otherwise, carry on.
Uh-huh.
You say helicopters?
Oh yeah,
I call it by the name. It's a helicopter.
You call them helicopters?
Helicopter.
It does.
Wow.
What is it? How do you say it?
Helicopter.
Helicopter.
Helipad, helicopter.
Helicopter.
No, so
Nope.
you're saying it's going over a hill, but it's
Yeah.
it's helicopter. Interesting.
Helicopter. You. How about this?
I hadn't
You didn't-
noticed it.
Well, it's
You
got to
didn't
be
leave
like
your name.
Helios, right? It's got to be like based on the
No,
Greek god Helios.
I've
Not
I've
Helios.
learned. Yeah, you're right.
Flew
Pat.
too close to the sun.
I've learned from doing this job that I really aggravate people who want me to say the word correctly. So how about I just go with chopper?
There you go.
Hey,
This,
hey,
this
Mark,
is not the
Get to
first time.
chopper.
what's your cat's favorite beverage?
Water.
Water. H2O.
But in cartoons, what's a cat's favorite beverage?
Milk.
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 Oh yeah, it was so hard for him to say it right.
I say milk. M-E-L-K. Like elk with an M.
We've
at
all
the
got
front.
little weird words.
Milk?
We have. Mine's definitely helicopter.
I think milk sounds cooler. Milk.
It's gonna be chopper from here on out, everybody. All right. I'm sorry about it. I'm sorry about it if you really get mad that I say the I instead of the E. But my whole life, I didn't find out until people were listening to me talk for a
Because
living.
they climb over hills.
Yeah, I just have said helicopter, and then it's chopper now. for
Yeah.
me.
Okay, guys, real quick. Late 19th century, from the French word helicopter, but from the Greek word helix or spiral.
There you go. Well, yeah, H-E. I got it. It's chopper for me. All right, it's chopper.
All right.
Chopper. I'm going to go with chopper. All right, next one.
Bird. Could you call it a bird?
Bird. Yeah, that's even cooler than chopper, really. It's like even a more abbreviated version.
Yeah.
Or air support. You call it air support.
Yeah.
Nice. Here we go.
Boys, it's Colin. Update on the face. Face is healed. Good to go. Having a great time. About to redo it again this weekend. But I got an idea. So you know how they have the Stop the Squill? What if we put on an event and we call it Stop the Squill, but it's just dudes trying to wrestle pigs in the mud? So like, like we're trying to stop the squilling pigs. I don't know. And also I wanted to point out something too with this shit too. So Larry Elder on his website, like at the beginning of even the day before the election, he had this whole entire thing about campaign fraud and everything because he knew he was going to lose. Like, I was going to vote for the guy. Glad I didn't. Everyone saw my vote. I voted for Mark to be our governor of California, even though he didn't live here.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it kind of like threw you off. It was just like, that was our best chance of getting this cuck out. But it's kind of sad that was our best option. But
So Colin.
Sorry, Colin. Yeah, later.
Colin and Dooley and Garrett started a spin-off pod It's called like Hive something. I forget the name of it. Apologies, but I listened to it. They put it in the Discord. It's like 30 minutes long, the first episode, and it's available on Spotify. And I think they pushed it through Anchor because Garrett knows how to do all that stuff potentially.
You can hear about Colin's weekends.
And Colin was talking about the thing, and I thought it was a Roman candle, but apparently it was like just a firework that like fucked his face up.
And he was just holding it right
I
in his
don't know.
own
Yeah.
He got curious at the wrong moment.
Yeah, he was like, a Roman candle wouldn't do this much damage if I was listening correctly. But
I like how Colin was workshopping stuff on the voicemail. Just it's start the squeal, Colin. We're gonna start the squeal.
Start the squeal
it's
is
still
the porn.
his thing still works for
Colin
start the
just
squeal,
wants to wrestle pigs.
because when you're wrestling a pig, they'll squeal. So you could still start the squeal by wrestling them.
But I think that Colin just wants to wrestle pigs.
I'm so glad that there's a spin-off pod. I haven't listened
That's
yet.
awesome.
But
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
cool.
wait
Yeah, I
to
wanna check
listen.
it out.
It's like Colin just talking about his weekend for the first several minutes. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I don't want to say what he did on the air to everyone right now.
No spoilers. No
Yeah,
spoilers.
I won't say it.
But yeah, I mean, Colin, I'm sorry that Gavin, is still there. As a next door neighbor, I was rooting for you, but it's how the cookie crumbles when you don't have any good candidates, like you say.
Well, you're in California, Colin, so what are you talking about? It's going to be a Democrat. Next one.
Yeah, sorry for everybody that doesn't live in the major cities. Here we go. Next one. It'll be up there momentarily.
I'm
Make
excited.
sure I'm sharing that audio here.
It's
and here it is, and we're off.
What up, Hard Factor guys? This is Zach from Atlanta. Me and my friend started a podcast because you always talked about the Anchor thing. It's a sports podcast for Atlanta.
There you go.
And I just wanted to give you all, or have a question for y'all. What do y'all use for your video program so you can upload to YouTube?
There it is.
Also, on the opening ad, y'all say that you need no minimum listenership to get money. I find that wrong because we had to get at least 50 listeners before we could start making any money. So I didn't know if y'all just wanted to, if they told y'all to say that or if it was just y'all saying that. But yeah, thanks. Bye.
I love that. Zach from Atlanta.
You got us.
Yeah, you totally nailed it. Zach, the thing about
anyone can do it, you don't mean anyone,
right. So the thing about audio ads, Zach, is that they're paid out per 1,000 plays. So yes, you can technically make money at any point, but you have to get 1,000 plays.
The
to
ad
get
that
your
plays
first
at the beginning
payoff.
is a script they gave us, not something
Yeah.
we came up with. So,
Yeah.
Verbatim.
yeah.
Right. That's just the Anchor script, but also that's how CPM stands for cost per melee, which is 1 per 1,000, and that's how ads are paid out in
Like
the
a
podcast business.
millipede. Yeah.
So 1,000 plays, and you get whatever they're promising you.
Video. Check it out, bro. I actually went through. I know we all did. I think we all did. I know we're all going to. We're going through all of our catalog and stuff because we're putting together a couple of marketing pieces we're going to be using. So I was going through our old video, and it's interesting. When we first started, we were doing video. Each person was individually shooting on their Handycam. I went with Handycams because they're not, like Wes uses a DSLR camera. It's a little bit better, but Handycams, right? Like they're sturdy. They almost never have issues. They're like a Honda, right? Or like more like a Hyundai because they're cheaper than a Honda.
A Honda with a functioning airbag.
Yeah, they don't put BBs in the airbags. You know what I mean? Anyway, we used to shoot in full res, and I was looking back.
That's
They
what he
looked
wants, though.
good, but now we use StreamYard.
It's expensive, yeah. Their own camera.
We use StreamYard
Yeah,
because we're remote since the pandemic.
Yeah.
Right. So there's
I think he's
lots
looking
of,
for StreamYard.
There's StreamYard. There's other
Zoom,
remote video
there's
services.
StreamYard,
Zoom,
yeah.
Riverside.
We've been workshopping with a new one, but honestly, man, the new tech wave is about to crest right now. It's like so close to
Well,
cresting.
especially with how big Zoom did. Like Zoom made so much money during the pandemic, so people are like.
So Zoom was super
They see
easy
the
to
value
use,
there.
but they don't allow you to like pull in pictures like in videos like we do. StreamYard obviously does.
Zoom also records at 25 frames a second, which is a weird frame rate, and you get audio sync issues, whereas StreamYard records at 30 frames. You could DM us if you want to talk about it. I spent most of my time.
This is nerdy as fuck.
Most of my time is spent thinking about this.
Suffice it to say, there's lots of
hobby.
options.
Get a
but
cheap camera though, because otherwise you're gonna have to use your on computer camera, which is gonna look like shit. So
Right,
Get
the angles.
like a
cheap
decent
webcam.
Get a decent webcam.
Yeah,
at
cheap
least.
webcam's great with a USB extender. All right, let's move it along to the next one. It is number 4.
Guys, please, just do a quick Google search how to pronounce. Sometimes in the Discord, I want to be like, hey, if you guys ever have a name that's not like a basic English name, can you please just put it in the Discord so one of us can tell you how to pronounce it? Because you guys butcher names all the time, like all the time. Mm-hmm. Also, the whole Moroni thing, like that's someone's religion. Like you can't. I mean, I get, you're gonna make fun of everyone, but you can't be saying stuff like that about Muhammad, and that's basically a very similar thing for that church as well. I mean, it's not. Joseph Smith is more the Muhammad of that church, but still, like calling someone a moron because it's spelled very similar is a little bit distasteful. I don't know, my opinion, but please.
It must have been a mispronunciation. We said Mormon, not moron. Yeah.
Logic and right. Please, just do a quick pronunciation search. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I think he misheard. I think it was a mispronunciation. We said Mormon.
No, and also there was. I did say that Moroni is one letter away from the word moronic, but that is just the facts of spelling. That has nothing to do. I was not trying to connect any dots.
And look, they don't have a bunch of wives. Wink, wink. Since 1890, right?
Yeah. So you know, and also the pronunciation. I
Google pronunciate everything, and it still doesn't. It doesn't work. Like it gives
part
you
of the charm.
Yeah.
You know,
the Google doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
Supposed to be.
It's not easy taking that criticism from a guy with an accent like that either. That's tough to take.
He sounds so sophisticated.
Yeah, he sounds just so much better than we are.
For the record, like if I was still a Catholic and the Pope was like Pope Butt, and you guys are ripping on him, I'd give you that, because his name's Pope Butt,
Yeah,
you know
exactly. Like, and also, I would say this is that I'm not against saying a joke about Muhammad. So.
Look, we're gonna make jokes about everyone. It's gonna offend pretty much everyone at certain points. You just gotta, but just grit your teeth and move on. We're not gonna dwell on the Mormon church.
But guys, that nameless caller wasn't the only person to give us a little criticism this week. Eric, shout out Eric, video editor Eric. He's finding some great new Facebook comments now that we're posting more videos on Facebook, like this one from Sherry. Sherry says, I wish you guys would just be a little bit more gentle. Sherry Pencotti Barger on Facebook says, I wish you guys would just be a little bit more gentle in the way you speak because the parents could be listening to you. I mean, you're talking about bashed in skulls. It's just a little insensitive.
She looks like she's applying for a cooking show with that.
Yeah, well, which Bastion skull story is she referencing?
Exactly. Gabby Petito. Look, I didn't bash her skull in. Brian Laundrie did, okay?
Yeah, that's...
Mark said it.
Fair point. Fair point.
Why don't you direct your anger somewhere else?
I just it's like, man, they told us when we were in middle school, right, that like we were like a little bit too much. And I was like, once we get out of middle school, we'll get into high school. And they told us in high school we were a little bit too much.
Forever.
I don't
once
give
we got out of high
a
school,
fuck.
yeah, we're on the internet now, dude. We're on the
I
internet
don't give
now.
a fuck.
We're too
sorry
much
if
for
you
the
think we're
internet
too much.
as well.
Where do you want us to go?
No. Donna wants us to get the fuck out of town.
It's not called Gorilla Dick Factor. It's not
That's what Donna says.
You
guys got it,
dick motherfuckers.
Yeah, these Gorilla Dick motherfuckers need to just get on the ship, stay on the ship, or get the fuck off if it's too offensive.
Ooh, Gorilla Dick Island.
Yeah.
Who wants that one?
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to call Hive Island Gorilla Dick Island because it's small. The Jewfish Island's small, so we could just buy it and call it Hive Island, aka Gorilla Dick Island.
What are the odds that Dave cuts to the front of the line to get what he thinks is the best island? 100%. Okay, first up, Gorilla Dick Island. Anyone?
Gorilla Dick. People are going to think that's. I like using it as something they think is huge. But
you gotta throw it like, go get him, Gorilla Dick. Like, as in like you're hitting him on the butt. Like,
Suck him up.
Good to have you on the team, Gorilla Dick.
Yeah, you say it nice to him.
I bet she was impressed with that gorilla dick of yours.
Oh man,
yeah, that's the best way to
bet you made her pay.
Yeah. There's a person though who if she's listening, she's not going to be happy with the gorilla dick segment or any of these segments. God. It's Donna. Donna Kukin Medlin on Facebook says, you four grown people saying the F word every breath are a disgrace. Really? Is that the only word you know? You are off my watch. All capitals.
Poor Donna had to watch one.
I love that we're crushing on Facebook now.
We're off Donna's watch.
There's going to be so many angry,
fun.
so many angry boomers coming at us about our language.
Oh,
yes. We had a video that did 3 million views on Facebook. We're coming for Facebook.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, Donna.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, Donna. I hope you come back to this video and you're like, I'm going to give him one more chance. And here's what I'd like you to know. You're a cunt, Donna.
Yeah, get out of here, Donna. We don't.
Sorry. It's Friday.
We don't need that kind of energy, Donna.
Gorilla dick, Donna.
Your husband's got a gorilla dick.
It is a fucking beaut. It's a...
All right. Let's move it on to the next voicemail. It's about bugs.
Good morning! Bart, Missouri again. It's been fun calling you guys. I think I'm going to have to do it like once a week now, just bug you guys.
All right.
But so I had a question. Everyone asked all these good questions. If you guys were afraid of one bug, like if there's one bug encounter that had you like the most fearful of your life, what would it be? For me, personally, it was when I was in rehab.
Bugs in rehab.
I
Dragon's
live
a
in
bug.
an area that is just surrounded by meth heads and IV users. So in rehab, I
called
was
the common
like
area.
insanely scared that the mosquitoes were going to give me Hep C or AIDS or some crap like that. So
that's heady.
Yeah, if you guys have any cool or scary bug stories, hit me up. Or I'd love to hear them.
That's like the logical bug to be scared of.
Later.
Damn, Mark with the bugs. So yeah, it is kind of smart, but I don't think that mosquitoes can spread stuff like that. But
no, but they kill they kill more people than any other animal combined. Like they kill like 10 million people a year.
Mosquitoes are not water fountains, guys.
But it's logical for him to be scared of mosquitoes more than any other bug because they do probably kill the most people.
That's such a fucking
average.
cop-out stat when people say that. The
It's like the deer
How
thing.
is that a cop-out stat?
That's true. It's like people can be terrified of ticks, like Lyme disease. Like if you're scared of Lyme disease,
You just want something more vicious when you hear that stat.
right?
That's
Well,
all.
I got so
a million a year. They kill a million people.
It's a
Yeah,
real,
fucking
it's a real
mosquitoes.
AP classes fact to know. Is what.
That's
it is.
why I said it was heady of them.
No, it's like saying deer kill more people than any other animal. It's because of the car accident.
A little-
you want it to
a
be
little
like
different.
you want it to be like a brown bear, like a
little
lion.
a little different. The Honda airbag could be killing you too in the deer impact. It could be the steering wheel. I would say mosquitoes directly kill
straight
you
up kill people
because they bite you and
Right.
put shit in you and you die.
Also, look up the Africa stats. Malaria, I'm sure that's like insane.
Yeah.
I got a story though for the bugs. So one morning, I woke up when I was living in Austin, in my house in Austin, and this spider was on the window right next to my bed.
Oh, dude,
That's an
That
orb
spider.
weaver.
Yeah, that thing. It's an orb weaver. It's also called like a yellow garden spider. Huge, humongous. This thing is huge. Just like, and I was pretty scared because I was like, I mean, it was outside, but I was like, damn, like, why the
get it
fuck is
off.
that? Like, that thing's gonna like definitely bite me because I walk by that window all the time. Looked it up. Turned out it wasn't like it was. Those things were
harmless.
completely harmless, and it just looked badass. So I just actually had the coolest Halloween decoration, live Halloween decoration of all time, until she moved away and did like laid eggs inside my house or whatever.
It's a female, huh?
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah, massive. It was like way bigger than my hand. It was awesome.
Mine, besides the wasp,
I was scared at first.
definitely a giant centipede. One of these things. Yeah, I was in St. Lucia one time, and they have these like little like side where they're cooking chicken and shit. And I was on my way back to the airport, and I was by myself because I had to leave early, and I was like stop at one of these places, and they're like just like these. They're basically like old concrete like bus stops. So like all they have, and I'm sitting there and I'm eating my chicken, and the lady that's running the place yells at me, and on the wall she's like, "Get up, move!" And on the wall is one of those giant centipedes just climbing down towards me, and she like takes her shoe off and fucking smashes it. It was gonna go down my shirt and bite me, and it was fucking those things, and they hurt too. Apparently, she was like telling me how bad they hurt if you get bit by one.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, and they can kill. They wouldn't probably kill an adult, but yeah,
No.
they can fuck you up.
They're disgusting, man.
They're scary. They're fast. They got all those legs.
Giant centipedes.
It's spiders. Any spider. I'm terrified of spiders.
Do you guys remember this photo from when the U.S. invaded Afghanistan, right, in 2001?
Is it another spider thing?
And this photo started going around.
The camel spider? Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, yeah, those things. That's awesome.
Those
They're
are actually
huge.
scorpions, aren't they?
So it turns out, the first thing I
Get
asked.
it off the screen.
The first thing I asked Kate right after we had our first coitus was, "Hey, were those spiders in Afghanistan really that bad?" And apparently, it's bullshit. They're not. This particular one is a false perspective, like where they like tricked. They put it closer to the camera.
It's like they put it right.
Apparently, they're not that nuts. But forever, I thought these the camel spiders, were they lived in my
The
nightmares.
trapdoor one scared the shit out of me because you just were walking by and then they come out of the ground. And...
Yeah.
I mean, a spider's not going to hurt you, Mark. Don't worry.
Yeah. You know what? You know what the worst experience for me is? Obviously, when I was an infant and I was incapable of getting the spider that was crawling on my face off, because that's how you get arachnophobia, apparently. My parents were just not paying attention to me. The spider was just fucking my world up.
So
as an infant.
likely to happen to my daughter because there's so many spiders in Reno, and you can't be around forever.
Scientists say
can't be
that's
around all the time.
likely the cause of arachnophobia is a traumatic experience as a baby.
Man, there's fucking dude. The word moroni and moron are rooted in the same place, man. It's a Patrick.
They are very strikingly similar phonetically, Pat. Yes.
I think what he was mad about is that we called all Mormons idiots. I think that's
never
what he
did
was
that.
saying. Yeah,
Look,
I think we did.
No,
We did.
I
think we did.
I didn't. I know
Look,
that I was just pointing out the spelling.
Again, it's
Every
not-
chance we get, we call Mormons idiots.
I mean,
Yeah.
invite us to your fucking weddings, and maybe we'll lighten up on you, dude.
Yeah.
But like, wait a minute. When we blast our wedding invitations out, you think that shit's cheap, and it goes
we
to
give-
everyone.
We give
Everyone
Catholics
can come.
shit for fucking kids. What do you want from us? You know?
yeah.
All of a sudden, like, oh, we're friends with you guys.
We're
You-
gonna
you
make
go-
fun of
you-
everyone.
You go to
That's
our
right.
schools, right? So like, we're not supposed to become friends with you, and
The
then invite you to our
criticism
weddings.
one really drummed up some feelings.
And
We
then
don't
we
have
don't
a choice
fucking-
to not be friends with Mormons at
How
schools.
boring would the
Dude,
show
they're
be if we
so
didn't
nice.
make fun of
They're
Mormons?
So nice. They'll
We
come after you.
just compliment everything.
You're
Get the fuck
gonna
out of
invite
here.
them to your wedding, and then you're
Why
gonna
don't
be
you
fucking
Google pronounce pussy? You pussy.
disappointed when you're like, why didn't I go to your wedding? And you're like, oh, you can't. And you're like, what do you mean you can't? Like, mine was $300 a head, and you came and ate.
Oh, please. Google pronounce, sir. Shut up.
Oh my God, you ever been to a wedding without booze?
All right, let's move on to the next one. Takes by Trev, so that should calm
great.
things down.
Hey, what's up, boys? Takes by Trev here. I guess I just wanted to comment on the story you guys did about how minorities have there's a bias against them and they don't get covered. The missing persons case and the murders don't get covered, like the Gabby Petito case. And out here in western North Dakota, we have a lot of Indian reservations, and I've kind of noticed that too. Like last year, there was a missing young woman. She stopped at a rest area alongside an interstate in Montana, young Native American woman. And then they found her car, and it was like a snowstorm or whatever. And she wasn't in it, and traced down who it was. And she was missing. Turns out she was 2 miles away, or less than 2 miles away from that rest area. And just no one looked for her. They're like, oh, yep, she's missing. They didn't look for her at all. And she ended up dying. And then actually have a Native American friend, and her dad was just murdered in cold blood last winter. Middle of the night. Someone he knew let into the house, no forced entry. Just murdered in cold blood, and it like barely got in the like the local paper. So yeah, just minority communities. I know, at least from my experience, the minority communities out here just don't get the media coverage. But have a good one, boys. Have a great fucking day.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean,
you too, Trev.
You're right,
Fucking
Trev.
yeah.
it's a good point. Yeah, I mean, the media picks and chooses, and I think like especially with reservations, there's a movie, a Jeremy Renner movie, Wind River. It's pretty. I think they talk about that a little bit, like where reservations, like they have their own laws and stuff, and so I think a lot of times also the fact of that. With the Native Americans and people just like leave it alone.
They're treated as other is what it is.
Right. Yeah.
And they're essentially left with no resources or not adequate resources, and then they're treated as other. It's not good. I mean that's why the movement, the missing and murdered indigenous women, or the MMIW, is finally like getting a ton of traction.
700 women in Wyoming in the past 10 years.
But if you look at like the
missing
obviously very small amount of Native American and indigenous people. In North America, comparatively, like the rate at which they go missing is like it's
really high.
It's mind-boggling.
Really high. Yeah, crazy stuff. Yeah, I mean, it should get more attention, and the media, unfortunately, is going to keep picking and choosing because that's what the USA media does.
Like I said at the top of the show, maybe just stop murdering people and kidnapping people and
That'd be great.
sex-trading people.
Like,
can we just stop doing that?
The
y'all?
murder rate raising the graph will really freak you out.
You don't need to kidnap and kill a white woman or an indigenous woman or a black woman. Just do something else
do something
instead.
Had they murdered hundreds of white kids in Canada, the Catholic Church, it would have been a much bigger story than it was.
That is crazy to me that story is not bigger.
It's because of probably both indigenous and the fact that it's historical. So people are like, well, it's not a fresh.
Well, they'd be dead anyway if they didn't die.
It was within the past like 50 years. It was like 40. It was like the 70s it ended. Like
the church is good at suppressing
1970s?
things, you guys.
Oh yeah.
Too.
Yes.
Oh,
they got all that Vatican money.
Yeah.
Let's move it on to a happier subject.
All right.
The lotto. Yes. So this is Sean in Connecticut.
Boys, Sean from CT. Listen to episode 777 today. Love the lotto scratch off. Reminds me of Half a Pack with Wes. But I went to go buy some lotto tickets today, actually. I mean, I just went to go for Powerball just because it's like $500 million now. But I was like, in honor of you guys, let me buy a scratcher too. So I bought a $20 scratcher. They didn't have any of the sevens, so I couldn't follow that theme. But bought a $20 scratcher, won $40. So thank you guys for the tip.
Yes.
I'm going to keep reinvesting it.
Come on.
It's going to be great.
Let it roll.
I keep winning. Maybe I win Powerball tonight.
Let it
If
roll.
I win Powerball, you have my word that I will be the investor of Hive Island.
Yes.
You will all be invited once I win Powerball tonight.
Wow.
Love you, boys.
Fantastic.
Keep up the great work and talk soon. All right. Later.
Fantastic.
The
Did
coolest
he win?
part.
Did he win Powerball?
We got
No one
Sean.
did
You
yet.
have to call back in because somebody won.
No.
So-
Someone
Did
won
he win?
Mega Millions.
Oh, nobody won Powerball.
Yeah, someone won Mega Millions in New York. At a little pizza shop, they bought a ticket.
But the Powerball still.
Powerball is now $523 million.
How does that work exactly, Wes?
What do you mean?
All right, Sean. We're all in it now. We're trying to get.
How does what work?
It's essentially the Powerball is like one extra number, right? So you can win the lottery, but not the full pot. Is that what?
No.
Two different
Powerball.
drawings. I
They're
think.
two different
Yeah, two
separate
different drawings,
Powerball
yeah.
and money and Million Millions are separate things.
They're the exact same kind of game, though. You need a ball and
And
5
they're
other numbers.
Both $2 now. One used to be $1, and they're harder to win like now because they've expanded like to like 75. Like,
Yeah,
like
that's why the
some-
jackpots are getting so
That's
big.
why they're getting big. Damn. Because it's $2 for one ticket now instead of one, and
Way to go on that
and
stretch.
harder to win. Yeah.
Man. All right. Two more voicemails to go. Next up is Dallas Dave.
What's up, Hard Factor boys? Dallas Dave, calling to talk Leeds United. No picks or advice on that front, just straight up news. We got 2 more games until the next international break with World Cup qualifying. We need our first win, boys. We need to get off the schneid, as you know.
Yes.
But it's all about racking up points. So a draw would be a point. A win would be 3. Let's get our first damn win of the
Yes,
season
that would be
and
good.
get things going, build some momentum into the break. Had a good win in the League Cup, which is the competition of those 96 professional teams in England, also known as the Carabao Cup. Midweek this week, a bunch of the youth players from the under-23 teams made debuts for the club or played significant minutes. Looked great.
Lads,
We won in penalties, had a lot of good opportunities on net. Overall, that should build some confidence. Marcel Bielsa had a nice little smirk at the end of the game, a little cheeky smile perhaps for the Hard Factor boys rooting them on from America. So let's get our first win, at least get a point for sure. We got a home game against West Ham, 9 Central, 10 a.m. Pacific for Pat on Saturday morning. HAGFD and MOT. Marching on together. Let's go, boys.
MOT, baby. Let's get it. Let's get off that schneid.
Get off the schneid. Dave, Pat's East Coast. So I'm the Pacific, Will's the Pacific, and then Mark and West are Central.
Dave, I'm gonna bet Leeds this weekend.
I don't know where you're at, Dave. Of course.
Look, we had episode 777. We got to get off the schneid. I'm putting $100 on Leeds this weekend.
On West Ham?
On Leeds, money line to smash West Ham.
All right. We'll probably make the same mistake as you.
Come on.
Look at those odds.
We're probably plus 200.
Don't even do it.
A
They're
three-way
gonna be
bet?
real tasty.
Yeah, they're going to be too plussy.
Here we go. Here's Casey. Last voicemail.
Oh.
What's up, boys? It's Casey here, a.k.a. Mama C. After today's episode, listening to the sauna that you guys had in your pants over Jamie Lee Curtis, I was just curious, who is on your celebrity smash list? For me, I obviously have plenty, but a few weird ones. Adam Driver, don't know what it is. Think it's kind of hot. I like the funny guy, a good Jason Sudeikis maybe. I don't know. I'm just curious to see who else you guys have on your list. It doesn't even have to be actor. Could be, athlete or musician or whoever. Just let me know. Let me know who's on your list. All right.
What are you trying to do to us here, Casey?
Tell you who I'd like to titty fuck.
Get us in trouble.
I'd like to titty fuck Jamie Lee Curtis. Oh!
Jamie Lee Curtis definitely on the list.
I'd like to hear Christopher say, "Be my guest." You know what I mean?
Oh,
Come
wait.
on, that's
because
pretty
they're
good.
still together? Right.
Yeah, they're still together.
Christopher Guest.
Because he would want you to.
Yeah, and his last name is Guest.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd say I don't know. Do you guys keep a running list? Does anybody keep?
No, absolutely not. That's
A running list? Like,
No.
write it down?
Like,
no.
like mentally.
Like, if I see them in public and they say they'll have sex with me, you have to let me. No, I don't have that list.
I think it's different for a girl because there's an off chance that you could fuck a celebrity randomly if you're
If you're
woman.
a hot girl, you can fuck a celebrity whenever you want.
That's a dangerous game for a guy to be playing.
It's stupid
with his
for a
wife.
game to play.
Yeah. Never played it. No, not interested.
But I'd say I would say if there was a
Well,
list.
yeah, you went to the Golden Globes. Of course you saw him.
If there was a list, it would be all kind of like Jamie Lee Curtis, Kathy Ireland, Cindy Crawford.
I like ScarJo.
Anna Nicole Smith before she passed away, R.I.P.
It's because as you get older, you realize how schlubby you are. Like when you're young, you see these people and you're like, yeah, I got a whole list. And then as you get older, you're like, anyone. Anyone that's into me, I'll give them a shot.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you could just say supermodels, right? That would be that's like the
Which hot person do
list.
you want to fuck?
Yeah.
Like now, today.
Okay, but these three,
which one's
I
open?
can. These three, I'm allowed to.
Right.
Okay, they're on the list.
Anybody else going to toss any names out there?
Okay,
I'm
so
the
on
only
my
one
list
that's gonna
has
do that.
been in the past, and this is in no particular order. Heather Graham, Hillary Duff, Elizabeth Hurley.
Elizabeth Hurley.
Who was the Guess Jeans model from back in the day? Nikki Taylor. She was a real attractive lady.
Megan Fox.
Yeah, Megan Fox.
Megan Fox never really did it for me. Very attractive.
Margot Robbie probably.
Margot Robbie, yeah, great looking gal. Seems smart. British, or Australian or whatever. Not American, foreign, exotic, different, yeah.
We're just digging our own graves.
You
Thanks,
guys are
Casey.
morons.
Thanks, Mama C. Yeah. Let me see. Someone brings out an actual list that's laminated.
That's what I'm saying. If anybody had it,
No, this is the old list. This is the old list. Let me get the 2021 list of celebrities I'd fuck.
All you guys did was just open up now there's going to be a commercial or a movie, and they're going to be like, there she is. I paused it for you.
Yeah.
That's
Wes,
the one.
want me to leave the room?
Yeah.
I paused it for you.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
now.
No, you know who I really dug back in the day was the chick from Blue Crush. I really had a big crush on her. She was like one of
Kate
my
Bosworth.
Yeah.
Kate Bosworth. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. She's real. Yeah, she's got an interesting look to her for sure. She's Wes attainable.
No,
Wes
maybe
Langston's-
now.
Yeah, never mind. We're gonna get in trouble here. We gotta move on.
Moving on
gotta
to the
move on.
5-star reviews. If you leave us a 5-star review, we will read it no matter what it says. Some of these we may have glossed over last week because there was a few backed up. But I'm reading everything from September 15th to what's showing up today. First one is 5 stars from ESPN Thumbs Down. And it says, great show. Been listening for a long time. This should be right up there with JRE, Joe Rogan Experience, for popularity. If Pat was a character on JRE, he'd be Jamie. Anyways, I will do my best to spread the word on a show I love,
Hell yeah.
HAGFD.
Spread the word.
Hell yeah.
Don't tell any Donnas or Karens. Was it but
Right. No, I mean, tell
who are
whoever.
the Facebook?
ESPN
Yeah.
Thumbs Down.
Oh,
Thanks a lot.
come on.
To tell whoever you want. What you guys see Joe Rogan versus Howard Stern?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on? Like, do they hate each other? That's the deal. Like, I guess
No,
Howard
it's all
Stern's
the
always talking shit
ivermectins.
on.
It's the ivermectin.
Howard
thing.
Stern's like super like into like he wants someone to take the vaccine and he's pissed, and Joe Rogan's super into like do your own research and take ivermectin if you want. So Howard Stern thinks Joe Rogan's a fucking moron, is what's happening, and he's saying it out loud. So yeah.
Well, if you're having to pick sides, I definitely pick Joe Rogan in that.
I always pick Howard Stern.
Me too.
He's my
Howard
favorite
for
person of
life.
all time.
Sorry, Joe Rogan way over Howard Stern.
Not me. Howard Stern.
100%. Where you at, Pat,
comedy.
on Stern Rogan?
I mean, I kind of dawned on me the other day that Joe Rogan, like, he's a quote unquote comedian, but he's not a comedian. He's a guy that does stuff and he's pretty good at stuff. So like he got into being a comedian, I feel like, but wasn't actually a comedian. I don't know, man. Like, but he likes to say he's a comedian, but really
His
he's
show
more
is
of a
way more
host.
enjoyable to me.
Yeah, I've watched everything.
I like
he's
his
ever done.
show.
I watched all of his shows. I've watched every UFC that he's coming. I like him, but it's not even close to Howard Stern.
I'd much rather be friends with Joe Rogan than Stern. Although I love Stern, I think he's great. But
all I listen to is I have a Sirius subscription just for Stern. That's all I listen to in my car is Stern.
I just never got into his show. I did get into Joe Rogan's show, and I've given both a
way,
shot. So
way more laughs in the old Stern shows than any Rogan show ever.
I like
Rogan
the ones. I like the ones where, Rogan shows are way more informative. I mean, like, I like the shows where Stern had voices, but once all those people are off, like, I don't know.
Yeah, this is like,
once it's
like
just him,
I haven't
it's,
listened
like,
to Stern
not
in about
that great.
10 years, but I mean, it doesn't matter. He's just formed. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what he says now. I don't care. He could kill someone.
This is one of those things where people definitely have a side they'll take, though, because like that's an interest. You can always go up to somebody and be like, "You're a Rogan or a Stern." People will pick.
I think Stern
people will
picked the
pick a
fight
side.
too. But
what's that?
I think Stern picked the fight too. I don't think Rogan had any
No,
sort of
it's been
intention
all
of
Stern.
Stern's just really.
People are calling him thirsty because it's been all him. They're saying
Yeah.
he wants the attention.
He's just
off
done
of
with the.
Rogan.
He's done
out.
with the.
Stern's
vaccine
got
stuff.
one more contract in him and he's done.
Yeah,
he
he's just
doesn't
an old,
give a
he's-
shit.
He's
If he
old.
doesn't give a shit. If he
He's
was
old.
thirsty, he would have
He's
never
just-
gone to Sirius.
Exactly.
He's just old and mad, and and Joe is upsetting him, who's also old. All right, moving it on. 5 stars from Connor Grant says, HAGFD, hey boys, this is Connor, the guy that called in a while ago and bashed Wes's McDonald's order. Nice one, Connor.
This moron.
Because I was wondering what he orders at Chick-fil-A, so he could ruin that for me too. Love the show.
shit.
Peace. Connor is crushing Wes.
Oh shit.
Well, Connor's an idiot. So, whatever he says doesn't mean anything. But Connor, Chick-fil-A, you just go with Chick-fil-A is much easier. You just go with a large Chick-fil-A sandwich, and then you add some nuggets to it. That's it. That's the order. Yeah, like
What
an
kind of
8-piece.
sauce?
I order extra Chick-fil-A sauce, and I've been dabbling in the
Chick-fil-A sauce is
Polynesian,
good.
but the Chick-fil-A, I put my fries in it, I dip my sandwich in it, I put the nuggets in it. I'm gonna have to go get some after the show now. Fuck.
He's got you twice. He got you to get the McDonald's after the last show. He's gotten you twice now.
Connor's
had it in a while.
So inside Wes's head.
Yeah, he's like the second the show ends, Wes goes in a car and buys his favorite order from the place
Hopefully it
Connor's
closes
talking about.
soon.
Wes is gonna name his next son Connor.
Yeah,
Hopefully it closes soon. I'm gonna check.
like closes soon.
Moving on, so Wes can get his Chick-fil-A sooner than later. From Simon Clark 77 says, good morning. Best news podcast, hands down. I've been a listener since day one and haven't looked back. I drive around a lot for work these days. Keeps me going through the day with all their comedic spin on the daily news. They also have a Patreon filled with a ton of other awesome content as well. Give these guys a listen. I promise you won't regret it. Thank you, Simon Clark. That's just
nice one.
Doing that marketing on there.
That guy wants a bottle of wine.
It is. He's working for it. We got some more good ones coming up, though. Next up from Wolverines, 5 stars, says, GOAT, greatest of all time. Hard Factor has easily become my favorite podcast to listen to, let alone daily juice of news. The guys always bring the heat. The intro alone will get your day kicking. If you're looking for an unbiased news source, this show is for you. It was even backed up by some news bias chart I've never heard of.
That's right.
Quick word for the Hardo Hive. Some of you need to relax with the ripping these guys. It's just mean. Last word is for Sean Chewy Chonga from last week. It takes an asshole to be friends with an asshole. Have a great fucking day.
It's true. Damn. That was the guy that his friend told him at the show, but he called him an asshole. Yeah.
And, Will, as you were reading that, I have like the YouTube comments that pop up like in my notifications.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, as you said that, it was like Will is getting way too overboard. I literally, that's all I can see.
Oh yeah. We all get it. We all get it from everybody.
We all get it.
Here we go.
Brandon Sawyer.
Yeah.
Speaking of
and we
getting
love it too. It's nice when you.
Speaking of getting it, I think this guy is going to be, or lady, Braves XC is going to be in the running for best review because it is a roast. 5 stars from Braves XC says 5-star morning mantra. Love the pod, fellas. Nothing beats watching you all in the mornings and being reminded that Wes looks like he runs a failing car lot. Pat's half-seductive stare into the camera makes me uncomfortable enough to confess any crime on the books.
There you go.
Will looks like the type of cop who won't help you track down the person that just robbed you because his shift is almost over. Mark, he crushed me. And Mark looks like he wouldn't mind hosting his kid's first birthday at an Arby's. P.S.
That's one of the worst fast food places. That's embarrassing.
P.S. Stay somewhat
kids'
healthy.
Birthdays are happening at Arby's, man.
Braves XC's crushing us. Stay somewhat healthy during the Fat Boys summer so you don't all kick the bucket and mess up my morning ritual. But if you all do, just know we're still expecting full effort. HAGFD. That's a hell of a review.
Thank you.
Very good.
That's a hell of a review. All right, next one, a little bit shorter, more to the point. 5 stars from Brando McDangles says, amazing show. 4 fatties find furiously funny F news. So
it was all Fs.
Tried to do all Fs. But,
all Fs.
God, it told the news. It's hard to find an F in the news. Here we go. 5 stars from the man 698765 says 5-star. Pat will probably miss this review as usual, and he actually may have last week. But great way to start my day each morning, cheating on the news. Keep representing the DMV. Would love to get an episode where everyone takes Pat's position. Interesting. Also appreciate the way you all take the time and interact with your fans on social media. HAGFD.
Mm-hmm.
You coming from my job?
No, he's saying like he
what he
wants
meant.
us to do an all left show.
I know what he meant.
One day. That'd be funny.
What
if we did
left?
shows? What if we...
4 lefts is a circle, man. You know.
You switch the days of the week.
Yeah.
Who you root for? That'd be funny.
I think we should do an all left or an all right show. I think it's fine the way it is.
Yeah, no, it's
comedy
gonna
show.
It's gonna still be going the same way. I think it's funny when people call for that stuff.
Yeah.
Here we go. 5 stars from C Spanky. HAGFD is the title. Missed the longer shows you guys did at the start of the COVIDs. They have been getting much longer. This one's going to be almost 2 hours. Been a listener since like the 3rd show and realized I never rated and reviewed on the podcast service I don't use. Mark, hit him with a bonus dog.
Fuck. Can you superimpose a bonus hot dog? Bonus dog.
Bonus dog. Mark, just say it at C Spanky. Bonus dog.
See Sparky.
Bonus dog.
C Sparky.
We started the show a little late, so we all got a little hungry.
Bonus dog.
Damn.
All right,
Yeah. I owe him a bonus dog.
Bonus dog. All right, 2 more reviews.
I still Can't deal with bonus dog.
Why not?
I love it.
It's such a Tiz move.
It still gets me every time.
It's such a Tiz move.
Thinking about what went through Mark's head to be buying,
more hot
900 little hot dogs. I'm like, I'll get a pack of big ones. And
Gotta have that bonus dog on deck.
Hey, anything for the joke.
It was a smart move.
That's good. It was
He may have got second in the count, but he got number one in memorability.
The heart.
In our hearts, yeah.
Yeah, the thing blocking his heart.
Yeah, number one in our hearts.
Clogged arteries.
Number one in blood pressure.
All right, next up. Two
Anyone else taking long naps in the afternoons?
Number one, vicious snores later that night.
Oh, God.
All right, two more reviews, and they are really good ones. Also going to be in the running for best review. So let's get it going. 5 stars from Whiskey Onsen. That's a cool name. Says, best hour of my day. Damn. I got sick of jaded news and was looking for something different. Found Hard Factor and haven't been the same since. Great friends, different personalities, different views, and always a good time. What a treat. I've been listening for about 6 months and can't imagine life without Pat, Wes, Mark, and Will in no particular order. Thank you for showing this screwed up world that you can have a sense of humor, make jokes about the news, and still care about each other. And that it's okay to enjoy grade school humor at any age. Keep up the great work, guys, and HAGFD.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, I mean,
Sure
hang
is.
that one in the Louvre, you know? Like, that's
How you say it.
like just like Brett Favre.
Trying to make my armpit fart. Anyone make their armpit fart?
No, I can't.
Grade school humor.
I think so.
Hey, Mark, pull my finger.
I can't do it anymore. Too fat.
Mark pulled my finger.
All right.
Yes.
All
YouTube.com.
right. All right.
YouTube.com/HardFactorNews. Last review, 5 stars from Chef Broccoli. Says, the best podcast that I never have listened to. Hard Factor is reaching out across the country, changing lives daily. Thankfully for me, I will never have to listen because after every new episode, my coworker and good friend Will gives me the play-by-play and highlight reel. So thank you, Hard Factor, for being the podcast that I don't have to listen to. This may sound like a complaint about my colleague, but that couldn't be further from the truth. I get all the world's current events, such as new things to do with your iPhone charger, and even recommendations on new authors to read satanic romance novels. So keep producing new episodes that I will never have to hear. So thank you to Chef Broccoli for leaving the review. Thank you to his friend Will. Yeah, for
Still click that download button though, right?
Yeah.
well,
click the
that would be
button,
nice
buddy.
of you, Chef Broccoli. If you want to support the show, you could just consume some of our content.
Auto-download it
you
or
know,
whatever.
Follow, download, subscribe.
That was a good one. I think you missed at least one, Will, because I know there was one from Pat's Week. I didn't read all of them. Some of those I didn't recognize from Pat's Week, but one guy just absolutely fucking comes for my throat in the first 6 sentences.
It must have been deleted.
Calls me a piece of shit, and then at the end he goes, "I just wanted to see Mark on a rant. I don't hate him at all."
Oh, damn, it must have got deleted over abuse or something. Because this was
he came
all
after me. He came after me hard. Yeah.
This was everything
Well,
from
Will,
the 15th to today.
Did you use the desktop app or the mobile app?
Yeah, what do you
Desktop.
use? Which one?
I don't know.
Desktop. I thought I got it all.
Oh, use the desktop. Well, you're a fucking idiot.
Also,
But don't let me tell you. These guys will tell you.
yeah, I appreciate
Yeah,
it,
very
guys.
stupid.
You did better than Pat. He got 1 of 8.
Okay, I'll take it. Also, happy birthday, 30th, Dirty 30, to Florida Man in the Heart Hive, Adam Littner this weekend. That
Hell
should be
yeah.
a fun time. Happy Dirty
Happy
30,
birthday.
Adam. Remember, everybody, Tiz merch in the store right now. The tanks, the tees, the tie-dyes, the sweatshirts, the mugs, everything else. And we've got big plans for Tiz, the season coming up in the holidays as well. So get those Tiz merch. It's fantastic.
I'm getting a cheat on the news mug.
Ooh, the cheat on the news is in there too. Looks great. The Fit Boy / Fat Boy fall merch has just dropped. Half a pack with West shirt as well. Half pack with West shirt. Wow.
I got a shirt and a mug of that.
Wow. Lots of good stuff in the store right now. Store.com/hardfactor.
Are people liking that half a pack of West?
Store.hardfactor.com.
I mean, it's beautiful. Yeah, I think it's more for the Discord because you don't know what the fuck it is if you're not on the Patreon.
It's such a good looking shirt though.
Yeah.
But I mean, so
I
go.
think we talk about it enough on the regular show that it still plays.
There's a lot of good stuff in there. Both
I'll
in
have
the
it on next
Patreon
week, hopefully.
and
Okay.
in the merch store. Get it in there.
Here's that last review, by the way.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, wow. You found it.
Yeah.
Oh, holy shit. I didn't know I had to go back that far.
It was
My
on the
bad.
desktop, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucking
No,
idiot.
I only went back to the 15th. This is
Yeah,
the 8th.
Pat-
I didn't know. Okay.
Because they come in late. Yeah.
Yeah, remember, this is the guy that finished LSU.
So I'll read it. Mark's an idiot. You guys kill it every day reporting the news. Well, everyone except Mark. I believe the show goes much smoother and entertaining without Mark, i.e. Mondays and Tuesdays episode. Mark, just give up and spend the rest of your life with your cats until you die and they eat you. Also, what happened to Bubba? P.S. I really don't hate Mark. Just want to hear him go on a rant. When Mark gets going, it's very entertaining, and he should have a segment where he rants about stuff. I don't know. Call it what grinds Mark's gears. Thanks, guys. HAGFD.
See, you ruined it, though. You can't insult Mark and then say that you're trying to do it on purpose. Don't do it in general because it's mean. But
no, but you have to make him believe that you really mean it.
exactly.
I read that review and I was like, what?
And Mark,
I was like, oh.
You would have gotten him.
Mark's
He would have
also-
gotten me.
You leave off the end. You would have had him.
Yeah.
He had me going.
The
I
problem
was
is
not happy.
he's ready to get offended and mad and stressed out about it because, like, when they come in, he's checking them he
Yeah.
almost craves it.
I do check most of them. I didn't check all of them, but I
he doesn't
checked
wait
that
till
one.
the end. He sees them come in.
Well, that's how I knew you missed so many, is because that guy came for my fucking throat, and I saw that, and I was like,
Oh, I didn't realize how far back I had to go. My bad.
Yeah.
So there's
Yeah,
more
well,
missed.
we probably missed a few others. Yeah,
It's okay.
Fucking idiot.
Well, Pat, I mean, it's really you because you didn't include any when there was like 15.
Same method,
So
same result.
Okay. No,
he's passed the buck. This is like how he has Dooley doing the parlay.
Sorry, I didn't clean up your mess.
Hey, man.
Don't forget.
Give him that
also-
gorilla dick. Clean it up.
Chick-fil-A closes at 10, guys. Let's wrap this up.
We got to get it going.
All right.
Also, hit the pinned tweet on our Twitter account if you want to intern and work with us this fall. We're collecting applications right now. Support the show by following us and consuming content wherever it's free. That's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Apple Pods, Spotify. Get in there. Follow us, download, do the thing. Support the show. And patreon.com/hardfactor if you want more bonus content. We got the Hive Hour early in the week, Florida Man Friday late in the week, trivia coming up on October 1st.
Who gets the bottle of wine?
This one. What fuck was it? Whiskey-onsen.
Yeah, Whiskey-onsen. I thought that was.
Here's what you're going to want to do.
I even labeled it as Whiskey Banger.
So you're going to want to go on our website.
Because that was a banger.
You're going to want to deposit $300 on our website, and then put your address in there, and then Wes will send you the wine, and then 2 to 6 weeks you get a refund.
Listen, DM me.
He is
and
making fun of your shirt process hard. I get it. I see what he's doing. He's making fun of your shirt refund process.
well, my shirt refund process is perfect. It's better than his shitty fucking idea about how to do the fucking 16 team. Vote on every game. We'll tabulate that vote, and then that'll be for the
sending
game.
my money into a void of a lottery pool that doesn't exist.
How else would you do it? You buy the fucking shirt.
Is Pat trying to get it?
Pat
was in on the lotto space.
Oh, Pat was Mr. Scratcher before. I'm going to be Mr. Scratcher, and then he shits on it the next day, and now he's shitting on it again. Make up your fucking
eating
mind.
away at the lotto space.
You know I've been Mr. Scratcher.
Yeah.
Been scratching my whole life.
Oh, also,
It's a turf war.
We got like 40 applications already for interns, so thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, we might just have a party.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could just be a giant pizza
Wes, you do a
party.
great job with the merch.
Hey, it's easier for me not to fucking take it down and create the order.
I'm kidding with you.
He got you. Come on, that was funny.
Yeah,
You got it.
It's stupid
I like-
because it wasn't
Pat,
real.
I liked it.
That was. It was fun. It was a
It
great
was funny.
exchange. Right. So, as always, thank you for listening because we could not keep this train rolling without you. And most importantly, have a great fucking day and weekend.